Today will be insane. Today is absolutely insane, everyone. Today has been chaos. Guys, today's gonna be a long day. Today is so insane that YouTube, my editors, I will mute the music. That's how insane it is. You know what? Fine. You know what? Yo, to my editors, no music in the background at all. Sinder make a new Google Docie that's 1,000 fucking pages. Oh my god. Today is massive. Today is massive for the unemployed. Dude, guys, today is massive. Guys, if I'm being honest, I will not be reading the Google Docie like myself because I know it will like fuck up my voice. So what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna TTS the whole thing and react to it, okay? Listen. If I read that, then I would have to be gone for a month from stream, okay? If I'm being honest. I have never been so happy to be unemployed. I am not guys, I'm gonna be honest. I am not risking my vocal cords for fucking Sinder. Okay? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna do it. Guys, I have everything fucking ready, by the way. Just in case that she deletes it, I fucking clicked on every single one and I am ready. If you don't know, look at how long this is. Wait, no. Look at how long this is. This is a Google fucking Docie of the Google fucking Docies. Okay, this is a Google Docie, and I want to be honest. I want to be like, why so long? Because there's info. Maybe there's so much info that she has to send context. This is context, okay? Dude, you know what? Is it really that deep?
Commission text for a Deme preg emote.
Okay. Deme, holy shit, eyes are moving so fast. That's only one section of it, by the way. One section. This might be a multiple stream segment because of how long this is. Also, jeez, did this just drop? It dropped like 6 hours ago. Let's see if I will change my opinion from when I saw that. All right, guys. All right, it's time. I've taken my intro. We can't wait for you to get canceled again. Whatever. You fuck. Wow. By the way, it was Aiden that said that was a walking brand risk, by the way. It was Aiden. It was fucking Aiden. I'm calling you out. Aiden called me a walking brand risk. Oh my. Is he wrong? No. No, he's not. The burden of proof is on the accuser, not the accused. Okay, sure. They lied to you. Here's 1,000 pages of proof. Dude, she couldn't have said, oh man, I don't like the way that she said this already. You know the reason why I had this take? Okay, so I had this take. I read a little bit of the overview that I'm gonna show you and present to you soon. But the reason why I said the way that I said is because like, I was reading and noticed the scroll wheel wasn't moving at all, then I truly saw how long this was. Dude! Oh my god, I was scrolling through my phone reading it at the early morning. I was like, oh, Google Docie, I'm reading it, and then I noticed the scroll wheel wasn't moving. And then I moved it, and then, it's, and then I really scrolled, and then I really truly saw how long this was. And then, holy motherfucker, I was truly hoping you changed, but this Google Docie is literally the same as before. Because I was looking through it, and then she says a lot of things that I skimmed through it, okay? So this is a take before I even read it all, okay? So I'm gonna be honest, I did not read it all. I skimmed through it and saw that she says a lot of they're liars, but I'm taking accountability, but there is no accountability taken because she's not taking the time to even go to the people that because like they're not strangers, okay? They're not strangers. The people that have problems with Sinder are not strangers to her. So her having to DM and talk to them would make sense because they were friends. They were very close friends, right? They would work together, they're workmates, and etc. etc. You know what I mean? So I don't always agree with why didn't you fucking DM them? You know what I mean? Because like if you don't know them, I don't think you should DM them. in my opinion, you don't know them. That's how it works. That's not how it works. But in this scenario, they are friends. They didn't do that for her. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. But however, if you want to take accountability, then you should DM. That's how it works. If she said, that's the reason why I said, I truly hope you change, but this Google Doc is literally the same as before, is because she's still, throughout, how many months has it been since a whole drama? And she still technically hasn't actually taken accountability. Because taking accountability means accepting that you were fucked. You fucked up. Taking accountability means that you see the other side and you understand them. And you understand where they're coming from and why they did this and why they chose to do this and why they chose to do it that way, right? That's the reason why I said it's literally the same as before. Because of the fact that she didn't, in any weird scenario, did I see her trying to understand the other place. It was her going against versus. That's the reason why I had to take it. But, however, I did not read it throughout the whole thing. So maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully, we'll see. Okay? And then I said, you're again just trying to redirect blame. I'm not saying that she's not apologizing. She said, saying I'm sorry, then doing everything that you did before, which was deflecting on who is fault. It doesn't fucking matter who's on fault sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to realize that you have to pick your battles, and what's in front of you was not worth it. I had to learn that the hard way. Okay? But sometimes, just because something else is in the wrong place, it was not worth it. You know what I mean? Anyway, she was redirecting blame because, again, in the front of her fucking, even before reading the document, she says they lied to you. Instead of saying she's framing it as I'm 100% good. Look at this. The way that she literally said it, the way that she you know what I mean? She tried to DM. If you see, Shy Lily's part tried to reach out, but it was ghosted. Wait.
Hello.
I am only trying to explain why I tweeted this, and then let's see if I change my opinion. That's what I'm trying to do. This is my first reaction, and this is what I see from just skimming and what other people would go through when reading this, right? Reading this and everything, most people will not take the time to read a fucking 1,000-page document. And they will take the time of just reading through other people. So this is my take from not reading through it and reading through it as somebody who doesn't have the fucking time, okay? So this is still my take. Okay, anyway, I don't think anyone wanted to see your downfall. Truth. You were looked up by so many, even your friends, but you still wanted to paint yourself innocent and others evil. Because look, literally throughout her whole, even her intro, I'll read the intro later, you'll see that she's still trying to, make herself look good. In a way where you know what I mean. Anyway, it would be so much better for you just to come back streaming, since that's your takeaway from this document, because that's what she said at the end, is that she wants to come back to streaming and address this, then this. I was hoping for your comeback. Hey, I have proof that I was hoping for her to change, and I wanted her to come back to streaming and everything. I've been saying this for the past 4 months, that I think that she can genuinely change. I think people can change only if they want to. Flacco, they have 15 months. And et cetera. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed that the intro is like this and stuff like that. I'm disappointed. All right, now it's time to actually genuinely read throughout a 1,000-page docu. Okay, as an employee Gunnar of Sinder, I myself don't have the brain cells to read a 1K page docu. Yeah. On God. My issue is that she has the energy and time to write up 1,000 pages of proof all these months, but in the time didn't take accountability for other stuff that she did and have receipts for. Hold on. Maybe she did take accountability throughout this document, but just not in the... I don't like the way that she typed this document. I personally don't think it's good. And I think that when you overdose people with information, instead of literally just showcasing the... to be fair, if it's right... Okay, wait, hold on. If she's right and people did lie completely about what happened, that would be literally defamation. That would be insane. That's people like trying to like put her like whole stream down and everything, and it would be insane. Okay, so this is why this might be very serious, and that's the reason why she took the time to write this whole like thingy, is so that she could like showcase. Dude, if anything, I'm surprised that this wasn't put into court. I think if you go into it with a bias, it's hard to look at the things impartially. Of course, she's going to defend herself and try to paint herself in a better light. But I think there's some real merit of some, not all of what she's saying. She's still pretty, not cool for what she's handled things. And she should be held accountable for that. And also maybe we need to put all of it on her. To be fair, she took it all. Nobody else really took criticism. All right, let's read it. I will be reading as much as I can, and I have ready my TTS that I used during the subathon and etc. And we'll see, guys. If I can't read it, I'll let TTS read it for me, because Deme is back. I can't read this whole shit, dude. I will actually lose my voice again if I try to read this document. If I'm being honest, you mentioned it was going through the document and you're going to read the whole thing, but there's more context and understand from every page. What do you mean? We're on the first page, okay? This is gonna be a long stream. This is gonna be a novel. This is gonna be insane. I ain't reading all that. Yeah, dude, I don't fucking blame you. Most people wouldn't. Anyway, guys, no more diddly-daddling, because this is gonna take a while. So if you guys want, this could be an ASMR stream of like reactions and everything. This is gonna be an absolutely insane longest stream. We'll see how long this can go for, and if I can't take it for one day, I'll probably continue it tomorrow. Okay, guys, this is the start. Hi everyone. It's been over 5 months since everything happened. Oh, it's only been 5 months. I thought it was been a year. I have never been good with words, and I'm especially bad at verbalizing my feelings. Same, sometimes not. I've always hid my insecurities. Okay, if I comment on every single thing, this will take like fucking 7, 10, 48 hours of a stream. So let's skip my thoughts for now. And it's hard for me to open up about things, even to the people closest to me. It was nearly 2 a.m. for me on April 26th when Nanales and Bao posted their documents together, and after I had finished streaming earlier in the night, okay. I was awake for almost 24 hours by the time I posted my apology. I mean, that's kind of your fault. You could have took your time to write an apology, but okay. Looking back at it, no, it wasn't good. It was more than not good. I was not in the state of mind when it was written. Okay. I was blindsided by any of this coming out and the accusations made against me. No one involved tried contacting me privately beforehand. I was unable to eat, sleep, or do anything else but watch more documents and statements being released while everything fell apart. I didn't have my friends, but I had the weight of the entire internet waiting to see what I was going to say. And I was going to say it wrong, and how I was going to say it wrong. I didn't have access to search for all the evidence and defend myself and go in the list of allegations. I mean, couldn't you just like take the time to write down like everything and read everything and stuff? Like, she was not actually in a hurry to reply. I don't know, dude. I feel like this is like sympathy baiting a little bit, which, in her POV, I understand. But she could have just taken the time to reply and actually waited to like properly reply. But I get it, dude. I get it. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes emotions get a lot to us. You know what I mean? Sometimes, feelings are so high that you feel like in your heart that you need to reply immediately. And she probably panicked and stuff like that. So, you know what? I get that. I get that. You know what? I understand that. But what she said in her document, I can't understand it. Anyway, I didn't have access to search all the evidence to vet myself with a growing list of allegations. I didn't have time to put it all together cohesively. Anyways, I was petrified. How could I possibly respond correctly to a coordinated effort like this in a state that I was in without just blindly accepting fault for all the things I didn't do or never knew happened? I rushed to get something out, defended myself the best I could in the heat of the moment, and posted just so I could rest. No matter what I would end up saying, it would never have been good enough. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this. What the fuck do you mean anything you would say would have not been good enough? One, you could have also wait, what? Okay. No, that's not true. You could have one actually took the time, and I understand that emotions were high, so that's understandable. That's understandable, but like, I don't think that this is true. I don't think that's true at all. It took me a long time to mentally recover from have the ability to face any of this again. Yeah, okay, sure. I couldn't look at anything Cinder related without breaking down. Oh my god, you know what? This happened to PSP when I technically in a way canceled PSP. He couldn't look at anything PSP related, anything streaming, anything related because it made him too sad. So I can completely understand where she's coming from this, because like, imagine seeing all your hard work completely gone in one moment, one day, 2 days even, and then it's gone. I don't think it is even a victim card. I think this is truly like how she probably feels and what she thinks of the scenario. I think that's okay. All of my fans that looked up to me were led to believe I was evil. Okay, were led to believe. All right. All right. All right. Crazy thing to say. And encouraged to destroy or donate my encouraged to destroy or donate my merch. Okay. Almost everyone I knew or cared about turned on me in an instant, and everyone who's ever had anything to say about me did. And I only one of my closest friends messaged me after everything was out there. What? All right. I received rape, docs, and death threats over these accusations, so I stepped away from the internet. As yeah, you should step away from the internet. Jesus. I reconnected with Red and we worked things out between ourselves. Okay. When we were both ready to, he helped me with the long process of making this document. No wonder it's worded like this. Oh my god. I didn't say almost anything else to anyone sooner, privately, publicly, because no one would believe me until I had absolutely everything put together and a post all in one place. Okay, sure. Why not? Who's Red again, chat? I think it's her boyfriend or like. Sorry, I need to kill this fucking insect. Alright, sure, whatever. I don't give a fuck about her. If I'm being honest, I really don't give a fuck about her personal life. I really don't care. I sincerely don't care. Anyway. But for people who don't know Red, in her last document and her like apology video or apology docu, she literally put all the blame on him. She was like, yeah, but I didn't know what Red was doing. Yeah, but I didn't know what Red was doing and doing that, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's how Red was presented. And it's all Red's fault. It's all Red's fault. And I don't talk to Red anymore. That's what she wrote in her document before. And, you know, I can't believe she even, like, said this in the document. I respect that she said this in the document, to be honest. Because, like, she could have just completely disregarded it and completely removed his name and completely hit him. You know what I mean? But you know what? I think it's good that she like opened up about her reconnecting with Red. I think that's a good thing because it shows that she's actually being honest a bit. I mean, come on, you can't expect her to just break up, dude. I don't. I just can't believe that she was even open about it because usually a lot of VTubers, I'm like showcasing their like, you know, a relationship, which I understand why. But yeah, I think that's a good thing that she opened up about that because like she put all the blame on Red on her last apology. Anyway, purpose of this document to present the full story and facts, evidence around what happened with complete transparency, defend myself against what's been said about me, and provide mine and Red's perspective and motivations about each situation. It wasn't my choice to make this public, but it is your choice to make this public. Don't lie. Don't fucking lie. That is absolutely insane to even say. It is your choice to make this public. It's your choice to write this document. You wrote 1,000 fucking pages of this because it's your choice. Don't pretend. But since it is my side of the story, it matters too. No, that's see. This is why now you understand why I wrote this. Imagine me spending 10 a.m. in the fucking bed reading this fucking shit and being like, "Holy fuck, what the fuck is this?" You know what I mean? Like, dude, you can't blame me. It's stupid as fuck. Anyway, to take accountability for everything of each of us are guilty of in the past years. Whether they were revealed in the original documents or not, this document will not absolve either of us of all wrongdoings, and it isn't trying to. Okay. The vibe I'm getting this intro is the reaction to the drama was so fast and so severe, like it only been coordinated effort to end my career. Clockmas, thank you. And Lucas Deluz, thank you so much, Prime. Bro, ads be better than Sinder's lies. Okay. Can someone summarize what the drama is about? TLDR, big streamer, Sinder came back and wrote a documentation saying that everybody lied or something like that. Yeah, I could 100% why people would get this for sure. I can completely understand it. This is insane. Don't like the way that she wrote this as well. It seems like look at me, poor as me, and you know what I mean. I don't know. Anyway, number 3, guys, are you back from your ads? Let's see. All right, dispel rumors and misconceptions and theories about me, show how, why, and things actually occurred, and point out and refute discrepancies and lies in the claims and statements made against me. Okay, we shall see. We've done many things wrong, but the amount of degree of them has been incredibly exaggerated or completely made up. Ooh. This document contains speculation. Baseless accusations were made against me without evidence, so I kept my speculation labeled as such in the document. Most of it is supported by my circumstantial evidence, but it should not be treated as solid fact. Wait, why would this document even have any speculations? What? Why would it even have any speculations? I thought this was like a... Why include that at all? Oh, dude, see, this is why I don't think this is a good look. This is bad. The fact that she, like, literally even, like, wanted to speculate in a document trying to, like, make her look good. Hearsay. Okay. This document is not to fuel harassment or spread hate towards anyone involved. I'm doing this what's listed above to post in this document in the same public setting the original documents were. If you have harassed anyone involved in my defense, you're not my supporter. Your actions are reprehensible, and I've never advocated for anyone to do this for any reason. I'm sorry for anyone who's been affected by my actions of my rogue community members against my principles. Ooh, I like that, though. I like that. I kind of like that. She has no supporters left. That's not true. If you speak against Sinder, you're going to see a fucking crazy amount of people. They'll be like, fuck you. That's my Oshi and she needs to come back. You have no idea. There is, okay? There is. She just created an oxymoron saying that the document shows fact, but she shouldn't be treated as such. Yeah, no, she's saying that this is all of the full story and facts and evidence, but then she says there contains speculation. Okay, whatever. I have made out to be a two-faced, greedy, jealous, psychopathic narcissist whose malicious use and stalk, sabotage, and betray those who are so closest to me and anyone around me. Okay. I feel like... Whatever. I feel like you saying made out. See, I don't know if you guys are also reading the same way, but like the way that she's deflecting and the way that she's like talking and writing this is so off-putting. The way she says, I have been made out. I will tell the truth and all of the truth. But hey, but this document is with speculation. Don't forget. And by the way, don't forget that I was so stressed and sad when I said my apology, okay? Do not forget that. Like what? Okay, whatever. Also, 2 says about not absolving herself, but the point 3 is taking about how she didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, no, she's like, she's trying to present herself as somebody who didn't do anything wrong. But, I don't even get it. Anyway. So stupid. Lots of deflection. She says in the document has speculation sections that the whole document is speculation. I know that, but a document like this should not even have any speculation at all. Period. She's trying to be like if she's trying to like dispel full stories and facts, there shouldn't be any speculation at all. It should be all facts. Straight. Period. Like what? It's honestly so manipulative to make an apology this long. 99% won't read it.
Insane
know,
plot
dude.
twist, she didn't write this and got Red to write it all for her.
Anyway. All right, let's see. For my own gain for years, manipulating my way to the top like many some kind of evil mastermind. All right. I read a part of the already first part of Nonetheless involves more speculation and tons of... Hold on, guys. Guys, for the people who read already in front of us, we'll get to that, and we'll get to that, okay? I promise you, we'll get to that. It will take time, but we'll get to that. But this is how my reaction is based on what is already presented to me and how she wrote it, which will only be her fault. Anyway, some kind of mastermind. Okay, sure. I don't like the way that she wrote this. I think it's super manipulative, but whatever. Because like whatever. She wants to take accountability for a lot of things that she does, but then she says that everything is like literally a lie. Kind of. See, you know what I mean? She wants to take you know what I mean? She wants to say that she takes everything, like literally she wants to like take accountability, but this is not taking accountability. This is technically not taking accountability at all, actually, because like what does it matter? Whatever. Anyway,
I feel like this is the Deme version of a research defense. Anyway, continue.
you were lied to. There are things I've done wrong, okay? But the image of me could not be further from reality. This was a complete public assassination of my character over what were lies and assumptions. Followed by my cancellation and disappearance, with my accusers profiting from it. Okay. If I was really the awful person I was made out to be, then this document wouldn't exist. This is stupid as fuck, but whatever. I wouldn't have any way to refute the claims made against me. Could have just continued streaming and profited from the drama, and over 30 million views this situation have garnered. Wow, she looked over all the views that all the videos taken. Oh my god. Okay. I could have just let anyone forget about this and come back like nothing ever happened. I don't think anybody wanted you to come back
Don't
like nothing
rush,
ever happened.
it gets after page 667 MHM.
Okay, so this is crazy. Everything that this not true, but that's not true. I could not allow myself to move on without making things right. Yeah, you could have done a lot of things. You could have just like not done any of the things that you were whatever. You could have just like literally not even mentioned this. You could have just like literally, you don't have to. Okay, here's the thing. You can't prove to people by words who you are. You have to show it by actions. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I just think it's really weird to even like point that out. This is such whatever. Everything that comes out of the stories that followed have been blown away out of proportion and turned into crazy conspiracies. Sure, whatever. Both Red and I have done wrong, and all that will be addressed here. So you guys have done wrong, but you're not that wrong, okay?
This is the one piece of apology letters.
Guys, we have done wrong, but we haven't done it. It's not that bad as this. What they are saying, it's not that bad. Guys, we did wrong, but it's not that bad. Okay, I see. Everything that story comes out. Both Red and I have done wrong, and all of that have been addressed here. But the story everyone was told was not the reality of what happened. Every single person I've interacted with in the past 5 months, or almost 5 years, even those closest to me, and every single interaction with them would have to be fake for the story told about me to be true. Okay. I believe that there were 2 people responsible with how things played out. This is so hard to read. With a third merely having an axe to grind against someone they never liked. Nonetheless, lied overwhelmingly about what happened between her and Red. Ooh. I can't wait to see the proof of this. Sat back and played everyone, including my friends. Ooh.
If I
Oh,
was
that's
guilty, why
drama.
would I defend myself is an interesting legal strategy.
Ooh, that's spicy. That's spicy. Can't wait to see that page in 259.
Demadine, I know that I left Robert, but it isn't that bad, Aga.
Shy Lily, wait, guys, sorry, wait, I, okay, hold on. Shy Lily lied about me from the start. Ooh, drama! Orchestrated things behind the scenes and manipulated the public to her side. Ooh! Oh my god, this is heat. This is insane. Silver took the opportunity to lie about the interactions together, making things worse for me. Okay, dude, I don't know about that. They had to make the most again from my cancellation, including their own satisfaction. If I'm being honest, I don't think anybody gains from another content creator being lost. If I'm being so honest, people can grow even when there are thousands of others as the same size as you and in the VTubing sphere. I think if your friend is growing and you get jealous, I think you need to look inside yourself and realize that you could have just grown with them as well. You can grow beside anybody around you, and it's not a competition. It has never been a competition. Her trying to say like they had the most to gain from my cancellation. I think that they had nothing to gain from the cancellation personally, because like they were already successful.
This will go crazy in the second arc of the third book.
John Deere, thank you for 14 months. Like literally, if I'm being honest, this is kind of wrong in my opinion. As a streamer who has been streaming for 5 years, it is, how about spite? If she said this, they had the most to gain from spite, I would get it. It's insane. Okay, anyway, none of them could take accountability for their own actions, which is all on me instead. Ooh. The only two people
Deme,
that
the
could disprove their
accusations get
lies
wild and get ready for a drama roller coaster.
were just made to be into a lie manipulators and wiped off the internet. Yeah, dude, Shy Lily has nothing to gain from this because she's literally one of the biggest fucking VTubers already, even before
Page
Sinder was gone.
236 is when Gojo died, sad cat.
Okay. Like literally, Nanoless was already successful as fuck as an artist. Silver Veil was already like established as a VTuber and earning enough for her whole life. Okay, literally makes zero sense for them to gain anything from the cancellation other than their own satisfaction. That is maybe true. The other ones, nah. No, whatever. Aside from the label speculation, everything presented in this document is true to the best of mine and Red's knowledge. I have nothing to hide, and there isn't a reason to hide anything anymore. I mean, obviously. The bulk of what's shown here has over the past 2 years plus. Keep in mind that no matter who you are, opinions, thoughts, and feelings can change a lot over such a period of time. For better or worse, true. I went back and forth on a lot of things to put in here, asking myself if I should leave them out or out of the people I still care about for, or keep them in for my own sake. No matter what evidence is included in this document, it wouldn't be surprising if it's claimed that even with all the evidence, all of this is just me trying to lie and manipulate. Oh, shut the fuck up. Boo fucking who, dude? What is she trying to say here? I don't even... Dude, what is even the point of saying this? That's so manipulative.
This incoming was new Google Docky.
That is so... Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys still hated me even after this. Like, dude, here again, the poor little old me routine. Like, what the fuck is this emotional manipulation type shit? Dude, what the fuck? What does Nanoless gain from potentially blackballing themselves from bidding or cooperating against Bao? Yeah, what? This is so stupid. This is so stupid. My god, this is dumb as fuck. To show that I stand by everything written here and that I'm sorry for the things I've done and wrong, okay, by saying and guilt tripping everybody for that, the fact that,
hey,
like,
Deem.
This is stupid as fuck. This is manipulation, point blank. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if people still try to, like, manipulate and lie and gaslight my way out of this. Still kind of stupid. I don't like that. Stupid, like really dumb. Anyway, to show that I stand by everything written here and that I'm sorry for the things I've done, I made a hard decision. I'm giving up my part of ownership portion of gamer subs. I worked so hard for them since December of 2022, and earning this position was one of my biggest accomplishments of my life. I'm honored they chose to give me an opportunity, and I've been immensely proud to have that title. As sad as I am to do this, I feel the need to protect the company I love, the people who that work there, and everyone associated over my own interest. That is a W. To be fair, whatever. I think that's a W. Gamer subs suffered a lot of damages when all the accusations were made about me, and that fell on my shoulders. I mean, yeah, this is my responsibility as part owner, and I don't want anyone more harm or negativity to come them by having this position. I didn't have to do this. Oh God, I hate the fact that she keeps on repeating. She does a W, and then she goes like, I didn't even have to do this, guys. I didn't even have to make this document if I wanted to. I didn't have to do this. I was forced to make this document. I didn't even need to. I didn't need to. I didn't want to. I didn't need to. She ruined it. She literally ruined it. Whatever. And I wasn't as forced or coerced into making this decision. Whatever. There are things more important to me than business. I notified them of my decision in June. It will take effect at the same time this document is published. Basically, she did nothing wrong, never did anything, in spite of delivering what they said, emotional manipulation, that she lied about everything, targeting about that she made it previously, and everything wrong about it. Crazy. She did a W, and then she ruined it by saying I didn't have to do this, to be honest. I think that's amazing that she put the company over herself. I think that's great. And it just sucks that she even wrote the whole like I didn't have to do this though. I really didn't have to do this. Each tab in this document is about the people and events related to this claims made against me, where I provided links to each person's perspective and statements for reference, the evidence and context in mine and Red's thoughts around each situation. Okay, you're interested to read each section in order they're presented. This document should be viewed in the desktop and light mode for formatting to appear correctly. Some information and screenshots appear in multiple sections for whoever it's relevant to. The first three sections being Nanoles, Bao, V-Card, Numi's concert, and Shy Lily accumulated in the section of breaking down what you've been seeing throughout them, with the last three sections of this document being a standalone. Unless stated otherwise, every link in this document is working at the time that this is posted. This document will not be edited after it's posted either, because we live in 2025. I need to say this document was written without the use of AI. I could fucking see that. Because the AI would have told you not to like fucking write. I didn't have to do this, okay? I'm gonna keep it real. The AI would have removed that fucking sentence. I'm gonna keep it real. It's very obvious. I'm glad that she's not using AI, because like we truly see how she thinks. Anyway, I understand that some of the things in this document may be damaging to the people involved. They understand that their claims would be damaging to me before they publicly made them too. Everyone could be reviewed the evidence for themselves and decide what really happened. If I'm really a good person, you were led to believe to me. My God! The burden of the proof is on the accuser, not the... Oh my God! You are not like crazy for writing that. You even put it in bold. God, dude. I'm trying to be unbiased. I really am. But it's so cringe sometimes. It's so self-pitying. It's so... The way she wrote it as well. She says something good and then says something to make herself look good as well in the mixture of everything. She said that everybody is such a liar. But guys, I did also things wrong, and I will take... This is the reason why it's so impossible to argue about this with somebody, because you can always put it out that she... Oh my God, dude. It's just so fucking like pathetic a bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's super pathetic with the way that she writes this. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. Page 2, redacted. Red helped me put this entire document together. We want to be upfront and honest, and this was a two-person effort. His commentary is present throughout it and is labeled as his highlight in blue. Oh my God, guys. Red will be blue, okay? Sus. Blue is the imposter. Why did they not make it red? I'm kidding. All right. Red, hello. I'm Red. I'm Sinder's longtime partner and have worked alongside her since she started this career. I helped her put this document together to set their record straight. Over the past few months, I've had come to terms with being the reason why Sinder's image and her relationship and her careers were all ruined. Yo, Cinder is so much stronger than me because if I had a relationship where somebody ruined my fucking career, I would like never want to see them again. If I'm being honest, I would never want to see them again. I don't ever want to be reminded of them again. That would like actually like fuck me up for the longest fucking time. Oh my god, yeah, maybe out of the guilt of cheating on him. I forgot that that was a thing, right? In the previous fucking like docu that she cheated on him. Oh my god, bruh. I forgot about that. I forgot that she cheated. I fucking hate cheaters, dude. I'm gonna keep it so real. I heard people who were our friends, I fucked up, and she had to answer to the world for it by herself. My actions ruined everything for her, and I'm taking responsibility by helping her pick up the pieces. I didn't want to put something out sooner without her that could have made things worse. I ask that you don't hold what I did against her. Okay, listen. There is no scenario where, as a content creator, where somebody is doing things that I don't know. There is no person, even like I have one manager, and that's Hamby. Everything that he does, I know about. Okay? I will know about because one, it's my fucking career. It's my literal thing that I've been building up for years for. You know what I mean? There will be nothing that they'll be doing. Like, they will always have to prove it by me first before anything goes out. Okay? And I think it's absolutely insane that that's because you don't trust him. No, I trust him fully. The gamer K, because they're prime, I trust him fully. That's not the point. The point is, if you ask any other content creator and you ask them, hey, for your manager, do you know what they're doing? Because, by the way, if they were doing weird shit, my friend would literally message me and tell me that he's being weird in my DMs. That's what would have fucking happened, okay? Like, if somebody, let's say, me and Faye are doing a collab, and I want my manager to message Faye and be like, hey, would you be down to do it at this time, and etc., etc. And then he said some weird shit. Faye would have 100% DM me and being like, why did your manager say this to me? Like, what? Like, dude, that makes no sense. I'm pretty sure that Bao had a manager drama years back. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. Whew. Thank God I don't have a manager. The only thing that Hamby does is like, are you gonna upload today? Guys, we need an upload tomorrow. that's Happy's job. So maybe I just don't. Maybe I'm gonna be super biased here because I technically don't have a real manager. Hamby is literally there to be like to make sure that uploads happen, and that's it. So when it comes to sponsors or anything or like things I have to do, I do it by myself because I like doing it by myself. And honestly, Bao had a lot of bad runs with trusting people. Unfortunately, I don't blame her. It's about trust, about being on the same page. Your manager doing something on your behalf. It's like, oh, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Red and I are still together. We are falling out and spent time apart after the document dropped on April 26th, but he's still here with me when I was ready to talk to him again. I don't think it's an issue for them to be still together. I think the fact that they're working it out, and I'm just surprised because like Red literally ruined her career apparently and stuff, and that shit is crazy to me. But you know what? That's true love right there. You guys can talk shit all you want, but this is true love. He got cheated on, still together. Fucking, she ruined her career, still together. That is crazy. You know what? Crazy. Is it? I cannot say I would ever be in that same position, but like, you know what? Crazy shit. Anyway, Maybe they're the perfect couple. You know what I mean? We were able to work things out between us and forgive each other for what happened. I wasn't planning to say anything about this publicly, but I felt like I need to. Oh my god, dude! I don't give a fuck what you were planning to. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Dude, again, I don't care what you think or what. Dude, what is this fucking document, dude? I swear. But I felt like I needed to. Whatever. Why does she keep doing this? God, dude. Hey guys, I was supposed to like not even write this, but then I felt like I needed to. So what was the point of even saying that? What was the point? Years ago, I cheated on Red. Oh my god, dude. I cannot. For my own selfish reasons, and the things I said about him were out of my own frustration in the past experience. I have made things out much worse than what they were at the time and mischaracterized the person he is. Red already knew this happened way before it was made public in April, and no one else were ever told about it before then either. We addressed it both about our problems in our relationship and moved past it a long time ago. It had nothing to do with my career or current events and isn't relevant to talk about further. We disagree, we get mad at each other, we argue, but our relationship isn't toxic or abusive in any way. Cinder, thank you for tier 1. Oh my god. Cindy! Oh fuck! I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so dyslexic. Cindy Kulkun, thank you for tier 1. Oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry. I really misread your fucking name. Oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry. You could refund your sub if you want. I don't blame you. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm so sorry, dude. Oh my god. She's living in my head rent free. Oh my god. What's happening? Anyway, dude, this is crazy, bro. Anyway, Red and I have always had some level of communication problems, even with each other. Wow, okay. I cannot believe she's writing this. Okay. Neither of us are good communicators. Beyond the surface level, it's hard to open up and we get in our own heads. Okay, about things we butt heads and disagree with each other sometimes, and even more, we're still working all together all day, every day. It's getting much better over the years, but it's never been perfect. So the idea that anyone in a relationship would know about and agree with everything their significant partner feels, says, and does is crazy to me. As somebody who's been in a lot of relationships, however, this is my take. I don't know if other people, I know that some people have very different relationships, so this is really hard to even have a take on this because, like, dude, everything is very different. Also, this is none of our business, if I'm being honest. I personally don't give a shit about her relationship. I really don't give a shit about their personal relationship, to be honest, and whether it's working or not. All I care about is the fact that Red was put under the bus completely in their last thing. Other than this is nothing burgers. I don't give a shit. I'm not the only one who's ever had a significant other keep secrets from them, and neither is Red. Every relationship is different from their own nuances, dynamics, and problems functioning in... Okay, hold on. If I had my partner be my fucking manager and messaging people on my behalf, I would know about it though. Okay, that's insane. Like, okay, in relationships or whatever, I don't know, dude. I feel like this is like the fucking issue, isn't it? Anyway, no one looking in can say otherwise because I cheated on Red. Should I assume that everyone's significant other has cheated on them in the past? What is this? Should I assume that all my friends' relationships are the same as mine? No. And for me to claim I know exactly how things work between any of them just because I'm their friend, sees them as a few years. Oh, I think this is regarding people going like you don't know what your fucking partner is doing on your behalf. That kind of thingy, because back in her literal like previous apology thingy, she was putting Red on the absolute spotlight, saying Red did this, Red did that, it's Red's fault, Red was the one talking, I didn't know anything about it, I didn't know anything, it was Red. So that's the context of this, if you don't know. So it's super interesting that she would even try to explain this because, like, one, It's not about it being your fucking partner. It's about somebody so close to you being your literal like person to represent you, and then like they're doing that behind your back and nobody told you. No way, nobody told you. I don't know, dude. I don't know. When I became Sinder, we wanted to keep our relationship private. In public, Reddit was simply. By the way, tell me when there's ads. I'll take a break from talking and stuff. In public, Reddit was simply my manager, and we hid our relationship from our friends for over a year during multiple trips. We agreed that I'd tell my closest friends about our relationship in March of 2024 because we felt we were close enough. And we trusted them enough to tell them. When we... Oh, ads are done? Oh, shit. I didn't know that there were ads going on. Nobody told me! My God, dude. We did? I'm sorry. Okay. TLDR? Yeah, okay. When we traveled, my friends saw us always close by each other and showing each other with our work DMs on our phones almost all the time from chats and me both in. Instead of talking about things out loud to keep up with our projects while away and to keep them private between us, it's easier to say, look at this, to keep each other on the same page. Rather than have a verbal conversation while we were around other people at almost all the time while away. What they saw at conventions or vacations were all they saw. Only Red and I would have any idea how we worked in together and acted around each other when we're at home. Okay, yeah, obviously. All right. I lived with Red and his family. Oh my God, I don't give a fuck about this. I'm not even gonna use my vocal cords for this shit. I'm fucking TTSing this. I lived with Red and his family from the summer of 2022 to the end of February 2025. I've never outright told anyone this, including my closest friends. We wanted to keep at least part of our personal lives private from everyone, even telling some people we lived apart. On stream, I've always said I live with family, friends, and streamed in the basement. The basement part is true. It's where I spent the majority of my time. Who cares about this shit? Why are we even talking about this?
My career started there in 2021 with my ASMR. Red was the one with the PC, mic, and experience with content creation since it's always been his hobby. I would go there more and more often until I moved in when I became a full-time streamer. For most of my earliest streams with my PNG model, Red would be in the room with me, modding on a laptop and making sure
I don't give a fuck! What does this matter?
He my tech support since at the time I could barely play games, let alone understand how to use and fix OBS if something went wrong. We built my own PC and I stopped needing him.
Who cares about this?
I debuted my first model in June 2022. He moved his PC into his own room and has worked from there since. Starting sometime last year, my streams kept disconnecting and we couldn't figure out why. This was going on for months and no matter what we did, it kept happening. We thought there could be something wrong with the internet there that we couldn't fix.
What is this
So
autobiography?
my parents and I made space for me to move back in with them with my entire stream set up in February. We were able to fix the problem, but it ended up having nothing to do with the internet at all. I've been working separate from Red. The reason why I'm revealing all of this now is because we could have easily gone through each other's DMs whenever we wanted in those 3 years, but we didn't. It's not like we never showed each other our messages directly. We did all the time, but we didn't comb through each other's DMs at the end of every day to read anything we may have said, and I don't know anyone who'd say that's normal to do. We would just tell each other things that happened, and that was that. I never felt the need to look over his shoulder to check on anything and everything he was saying and to who. We trusted each other, and he's always had my best interest in mind.
If he had your best interest in mind, how the fuck did he ruin her fucking image, her relationships, and her fucking career was ruined because of him? What are you trying to get at? Why the fuck is she trying to defend him like this? This is so fucking stupid. Why did we get a fucking filler episode about their fucking relationship? What the fuck is going on? Nobody gives a fuck about your history. Literally, that's not the fucking point. Nobody gives a fuck about your history. Good for you that you had like a long time relationship with them, but like this still doesn't explain why you yourself no. This is bullshit. I don't give a fuck. This is insane. She's trying to explain why the fuck she wouldn't know about what he's doing behind her back, which is one, affecting her fucking relationship with her friends. Two, everything like, you know what I mean? Is this stupid? Like, what? Hello? What is this? Anyway, this is so stupid. Hello? So you guys were doing such a hard time and he cheated on him. Okay, cool. Wow, all right. This is insane. She's not connected to him, but she can't watch him 24/7. What do you mean? She's just trying to make an excuse why she wouldn't know what Red is doing. I don't know about you, but if my partner is my manager, I would know what the fuck they're trying to do before myself, and my friends would probably message me and tell me what the fuck is going on. There is no way she can play this out as if like she knows nothing of what Red is doing. That is literally impossible. The fact that she's trying to play this out as if like, well, just because we don't talk about everything together means that I just don't know anything about what he's doing. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous that she's trying to like play it out like that. What? Oh my god. What the fuck was that? That was so weird. She elaborates on page 802. Oh my fucking god.
Working together. I'm choosing to have Red continue working with me. He will be doing most of what he did for me before, but will not be doing any work-related communication for me in any channels I'm not also a part of. I now have access to his Discord account to check on things myself if I need to. It's clear to me that he learned his own lesson from what happened. He made mistakes. And I forgave him. I wouldn't be where I am without him, and he's just as much a part of Cinder as I am. He wasn't just a manager that handled some messages, and he had a part in a lot of the things I did. He's always been the main creative mind behind my debuts and other releases too. Even with how involved he was, Red is still his own person, with his own ideas, his own opinions, his own feelings towards people, his own goals, and his own ambitions working under the same brand as me. He's always been the business, sensible one out of us, and the work side of things was always his focus.
What do you mean? He ruined your fucking whole fucking career, didn't he?
There have been many business or creative decisions we'd argue back and forth about, sometimes taking days to reach a compromise. Red didn't always consult me before making his own choices in his messages with our partners. A lot of the time I agreed with what he did or said and it was fine, but sometimes I didn't, and we either compromised or I had
on your own fucking career.
Red didn't tell me about every single interaction he had with people we worked with, and I didn't expect him to. I trusted him. There was never a reason for him to not tell me something important. That was until we disagreed about one of my friend's bow. At the start of this year, we moved a lot of our work-related conversations with various artists into a project server so everything could be organized into one place. I could be included in discussions and decision-making where I needed to be and would be able to see everything being said without having to rely on Red to relay every detail of the things he was handling. This was for organization, convenience, and so I could interact with every person working with me directly. However, this didn't mean Red didn't still use his DMS to do business or talk to people we were working with. Besides the allegations in Nano's document, no one else we've worked with has ever complained about Red, and we've both
just because somebody else didn't complain, suddenly Nano is not like right to like complain?
Their experience working with us was nothing but positive.
So like what if it's nothing but positive? What?
Red didn't tell me about or hid from me and did without me knowing in his DMs. They're all shown in this document in the order below. I didn't know about these things beyond what I was told, if I was at all.
Dude, this is actual rage bait. This is actual rage bait as fuck. I don't understand. Hey guys, Red ruined my career and I want you guys to trust me again, and everybody else are liars and manipulated the fucking truth. However, I'm still going to be with the guy that literally ruined my career and still work with him and be part of being still my manager. What? They are in a trauma bond? I don't even fucking know. Like I said in my apology, there were things Red didn't tell me about, hid from me, and did without me in his DMs. Red inclusion of Bao and caught it in his exclusive deal with Nano in January 2025. Red telling artist number one Bao was someone he considered competition while discussing exclusivity on the same day. So you're trying to tell me that Red never talks shit about Bao between you guys as a relationship when he's actively trying to like remove Bao from every single thing? You're trying to tell me that he never truly like talked shit and said like, yeah, no, fuck Bao or something like that? No, nothing, never. But yet did all of this behind your back? Yeah, right. I don't believe you. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. This is a bunch of hearsay. I don't believe you. Red's conversation with Nano about Shy Lily in April 2025. Red's conversation with mod number one. Who the fuck is mod number one about Silvervale throughout 2024 into 2025? Red asking artist number two about not working with Silvervale. Wow, he did all of this fucking shit, and she's admitting that he still will work with her. Oh my god, dude! If I was a Cinder fan, I would not want to. I would not want to support her just because if I support her, I'm supporting Red. Like, dude, I like, dude. If I know that if I support her, I'm supporting this fucker that literally ruined her career or whatever that you could say, dude. Fuck that. What? No. What? Red's conversation with artist number one about Silvervale, dude. What? The name of artist number one, two, and are hidden to protect their privacy since they didn't want to be directly involved with what happened in April. God, dude, they're talking about it as if it was like fucking. My God, the documents are leaked or some shit. They will be reintroduced later in this document. Okay. Falling out. Ooh, here it is. Here it is. The start of the end. All right. Can't read anymore.
The night the first documents were posted, Red was here with me. I ended my
Jinx
stream and he
think
came
it started
over
2
to
months.
see me while we worked on a few things together. We were still awake when Nano and Bao posted their documents at almost 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't understand what was going on and started panicking. Red tried to explain what happened, but I blew up at him and kicked him out, regrettably refusing his help. We weren't in contact for almost a month after. I had one close friend reach out to me after things were public, and I responded to them sometime after Red was gone. I chose not to include their own message here.
How the fuck are you gonna say that this is like not toxic when, oh my god, you kicked him out of the fucking house? Oh my god, dude. What the fuck is going on? Red is homeless for some time, bro. Oh my god. Not toxic, by the way. What the fuck? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to collect myself. Red and I aren't speaking right now. I'm so upset with everything. I was distraught and I posted Red was fired after later that morning. I wasn't trying to throw him under the bus. I wasn't trying to throw him under the bus and avoid accountability. You are avoiding accountability for not even paying attention to your own fucking manager and what he's doing behind your back. And that is your accountability that you're supposed to do, as that is your career. That's literally your accountability. If somebody was doing something behind my back and whatever, and I didn't know about it for a fucking, how long has this been going on? For almost a year. Maybe even more. Who fucking knows? That's your responsibility because it's your fucking career. That's insane. Red was a Cinder the whole time. She fired Red, but the Red is back working for her. We would have made a bingo card. Oh my god, we should have made a bingo card. True. Fuck. I was distraught and I posted that Red was fired. Yeah, I already. I was blindsided by my friends publicly pointing fingers at me for his words and actions I didn't even know about. and I didn't agree with, and I didn't know what else to do. In my apology, I said as of yesterday, he's no longer working with me. I have not extensively discussed any of this with him. Because Reddit will continue working with me, I will be deleting the tweet sometime after posting this document. Effective immediately redacted will no longer be managing or oversees my VTuber activities. Sinder, look at this fucking Sinder revealing themselves as well as that redacted in Reddit was Cinder's partner. Oh my god, bruh. Wow. And that's the end of redacted. Wow, dude. The end of the document of redacted was just again her throwing him under the bus. She wrote this whole like essay of autobiography to explain why it wasn't like her fault, but like in my opinion, I'm so sorry, but it looks like she's throwing him under the bus again. It's all Red's fault. I didn't know about it, blah blah blah. Even if you didn't know about it, that's insane that it went on for that long for you not to know about it. That's I don't know. I don't believe that personally. There's no way. I'm sorry, but it's just such a hearsay that I just can't believe it, personally. Maybe I'll change my mind, who knows, but I just personally don't believe it. Did she say at least I should have known about it? Yeah. She not once in this whole document of regarding redacted said, I should have done better, I should have known better, and I should have had more responsibility of me, like no accountability. None. No, zero. It's all I was blindsided by my friend publicly pointing fingers at me for his words and actions I didn't even know about and agree with. Not once did she say, I should have known. I would have known. I should have known. It was my career. It is my channel. Somebody was literally representing me and was not representing me. I look and think that mostly Cinder's fault. Most of this seems like her excuses and it seems pathetic behavior. It's so deflective. Holy shit. So, all right, TLDR. It was not me. It was Red. Once again. Oh my god, dude. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. My apology. Ooh, guys, we're in chapter 3. So Red's income is highly dependent on Cinder's income, throwing him under the bus, but keeping him as a boyfriend and manager is a strategy to try and get back to being profitable again. Business, baby, business. We're talking about business. All right, guys. Season 3. Season 3. Okay, this is season 3, chapter 3. All right, get ready. I'm surprised I don't see that many like people that's defending this. I'm surprised. I was so ready to see comments defending this document, but like this chapter 2 was not good. That was chapter 1 and chapter 2. I'm so sorry, but it's bad. It's bad, dude. Chapter 1 and 2, I would rate it a 1 out of 10, dude. I don't know. Maybe chapter 3 will be better, guys. Chapter 3, guys. It's chapter 3. Chapter 2 was a spin-off? Ah, okay. The intro was bad? Yeah, no, it is. All right, guys, at this point, how can I save her, dude? No! Okay, dude. All right. My apology and taking accountability. Now that I've reviewed everything that happened and the hard time to reflect on my own actions, there are some details I need to point out and corrections I need to make from my apology. Then I'll go over the things Red and I both did us wrong and we can take responsibility. You still haven't taken responsibility at all for the past 2 chapters, but whatever. Each section of us after this will be explaining the full story around each major individual involved, anything Red and I did, in defending ourselves against everything we didn't do. Quotes from our apology will be presented throughout this document to show what they were reference to. Screenshots are directly or taken from another document are highlighted with the orange border. Dates and important messages within any screenshots are highlighted in yellow. Quotes from my apology are highlighted in gray. And Red's own comments on anything will be presented as blue. Okay. Guys, here goes. Chapter 2. All right. The things I claim and admitted to this apology were... I don't want to read. I'm sorry, guys. I need to bring out the TTS. The
The things I claimed and admitted to in my apology were based on what I knew at the time, what was published in everyone else's documents, and what Red told me right after I shut him out when I shouldn't have. I made my apology without his help, without all of the info in front of me, and without knowing the
Shachi,
full
can I get
scope
5
of
gifted?
what happened. How it
No,
happened, or what to
no. I
believe.
need to pause this
I was
shit.
under
No.
extreme stress and pressure to say something as soon as
Pause.
I could.
No. I shut him out when I shouldn't have. Why are you putting the blame on him again? What? You are literally in this sentence trying to put blame on him when it is your fucking apology. It is supposed to be your fucking apology. This is your oh my god, dude. This is your responsibility. How much responsibility does Red have? What? What is going on? The things I claim I admitted in this apology were based on what I knew on the time. Okay. And what was published in everyone else's. Oh, I thought. Wait a minute. I thought in your previous document that you said that you weren't able to read everything and that you were overwhelmed. How? Okay, whatever. Interesting. Without all the info in front of me and without knowing the full scope of what happened or what. Oh shit! Sorry.
I believe I was under extreme stress and pressure to say something as soon as I could, and was expected to accept fault for everything I was accused of, but not guilty of doing. Some of the things I wrote were overly apologetic.
Actually, it wasn't apologetic at all. It was just you shifting blame. The fact that you don't even know why people didn't accept your apology is because there was no apology. It was just you shifting blame. The fact that you don't even know yourself why people are upset about it is insane. And you're once again trying to do it again for the past like 3 chapters. So, whatever.
And I made things sound worse than they actually were because of the severity of the situation. The main takeaway people had from my apology was that I pushed everything onto Red and didn't take accountability for anything myself.
Okay, wait. She's addressing this. Wait. This is huge. Wait. This is huge. I need to change the music. This is huge. Pause.
What I blamed Red for in my apology because he was guilty of doing them. Him
No. Immediately. Oh my god. Okay, let her talk. I'm sorry.
him telling me how great it would be to work together with Silvervale. Him holding a grudge against Bao.
Him telling me how good it would be to work with Silvervale. Him holding a grudge against Bao. And he has never told you about this grudge with Bao, not even once, as your partner and your manager. Cool.
What I blamed Red for in my apology when I was also guilty. Red was the one with the
This shit has been wild. The amount of toxic behavior is insane. I'm sorry. I have to go to a meeting. I'm going to miss you guys. Gonna miss you too, Hazel.
business-oriented outlook on things from the start. I adopted that same mindset myself from working together as
My god, it's all Red's fault still! Oh my god, he's so business oriented that it made me business oriented. Everything about him, him. He's so business, it made me business. What are we saying? What, dude? I'm actually so fucking shocked right now, dude. This is so. People were getting mad at me for like having this take, and then like, oh my god, there's no fucking way. No way! Dude, what do you mean? Oh my god, I cannot.
time went on. I wrongly made it sound like I was brainwashed into thinking this way in my apology. What Red
You still are trying to make it. What? You still are trying to make it as if it was Red doing it, not you. Ew, not. Oh my god, I can't. Wait, hold on. Red was the only one in the business-oriented outlook on things from the start. I adopted the same mindset for myself from working together at the time. I wrongly made it sound like I was brainwashed into thinking the way in my apology. You're still not taking accountability. You're still trying to put the blame on Red. It's because of Red being like fucking work-minded. It made me work-minded. What? I can't.
was guilty of in my apology that I didn't know about until writing it. Red and Nano ever talking about a model for Geary in November 2000.
2023? This has been happening since 2023?
2023. Red, including Bao and Cotton in his conversation, an eventual deal with Nano around exclusivity in January 2025, and bad-mouthing Bao in their DMs as if they were our shared feelings. Red
Never have I had a partner talk to people as if we shared the same opinions, or if we do share the same opinions, they always say it. You know what I mean? That is interesting. Why did he hate Bao so much in the first place? Because apparently he saw her as competition or something. This is insane, dude. There's no way you didn't. I just don't believe it, dude. This is like this is only in the sense if you believe that, let's say in the scenario that you believe that it is Red who literally made Sinder not know anything. So she made it where she didn't know anything, yet she didn't apologize to Bao. Yet in her apology, it was just being mad and blaming Red and didn't even mention Bao that, like, in the sincerity of, like, being apologetic. Let's just say that she didn't know about Bao. She didn't know about what he was doing about Bao and etc. etc. So you're trying to make me believe that you never talked to her about it afterwards, and Bao seems like she's still dealing with this fucking situation. I don't know.
talking to Nano about Shy Lily and her model in April 2025. Things I said about Red in my apology that I was wrong about. He did not manipulate Nano. He did not push Nano to not work with Silvervale, and she was not a constant topic.
Things I said about Red in my apology that I was wrong about. He did not manipulate Nano. He did not push Nano to not work with Silvervale. Ooh, I would like to see the screenshots of that. That's interesting.
Between them.
Ooh, this needs proof because I've seen those screenshots and it looked pretty bad. Ooh, where's Nano's? Oh my god, it's next. It's the next, guys. The next chapter is gonna be fucking fire. The next chapter is gonna be insane, guys. The next chapter, chapter 4, Nanoless. Wait, and we're gonna see the proof. We're gonna see whether this is right or wrong. Oh my god, bruh. Season 4. Things I took accountability in my Okay. Okay, this is so fucking stupid. Why are you trying to tell us what you are taking accountable from your apology previously? Why are you trying to tell us what you took accountable? What? Okay, this is weird, but whatever. Okay.
Things I took accountability for in my apology. Agreeing with Red to talk with Nano about exclusivity, agreeing to specifically name Silvervale in the terms, and knowing a deal involving her was made, guilt tripping Nano, feeling overly attached to Nano and her work, not knowing about what Red had said about Bao to Nano when I should have, not speaking to Bao about Red's feelings towards her and letting it spiral to the
I want to
point
read this
it-
myself. Agree with Red to talk to Nano about exclusivity, agreeing to specific names like Silvervale in the terms, and knowing a deal was involving her. Okay, don't you need to sign this? So, whatever. Guilt tripping Nano, feeling overly attached to Nano and her work, not knowing about what Red has said about Bao to Nano when I should have. Cool. Not speaking to Bao about. Wait. Huh. You said in chapter 2, you said that you and Red are an entity that represents Sinder. So why are you trying to present? Wait a minute. Yeah, she wrote that. So why is she trying to represent Red and her as two different entities? But then she said a while ago that we are the same entity of Sinder because he has worked so much of it. What? Why is she trying to do that? It just looks because it's convenient. Plot hole in my fucking book, dude. Pissing me off. But not speaking about Bao, about Red's feelings towards her and letting it spiral to one point. I did, being upset at taking it personally when Bao hired my video editor. Wow, that is. Can you imagine that this whole spiraled because of Bao hiring a video editor? Whoa. Being upset when Sakura Moore told us he wouldn't be working with us again, confiding in Red about Chai Lily's behavior towards me. What does confining mean again? Oh, like hiding behind Red? No, telling him about it. Oh, talking about. What? Telling him. She told it to him privately about Chai Lily's behavior towards me. Why the fuck is that gonna? Why do you need an apology for that? Oh my god, dude. I don't understand. Why the fuck is this even here? Why are you apologizing and thinking that you need to be held accountable for talking to your fucking boyfriend? What? Dude, this whole document is contradicting, confusing, and absolutely a mess. Maybe the trauma dumping and binging read into it, but they're a fucking in a relationship. That's what she should be doing, is talking to her fucking boyfriend about like her thoughts of what's happening around her friends or something. What? I don't get it. That's the reason why I don't get this. I really don't get this. Is Red even real? Can you imagine if Red is like her like double like her second fucking personality or something? I don't. Ads. Okay, guys, we're taking a break. I don't fucking get it, dude. Her alter ego. Can you imagine? Like, bro, hey guys, me and Red, he will still be working with us because of this and that, and then like what? It's trauma dumping to tell your boyfriend your feelings. I don't get it. I actually don't get it. Oh my god, her full name might be Red Sinder. Dude, I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. This is so confusing to me. I'm trying to understand this. And I do give takes that are very like central. From what I've read from Twitter replies, they say that Nano brought up exclusivity deals. Guys, we are waiting for the ads to be done, okay? Oh, somebody's in the door in front of me. Makes sense? What's this? Gish Gallop, it's a rhetorical technique in which people throw out a fast string of lies, non-sequential and specious arguments, so many that it is impossible to fact-check or rebut them in the amount of time it took for them to say them. Trying to figure out how to respond makes the opponent look confused because they don't know where to start grappling with the flood that just hit them. Damn. Holy shit. Sinder backwards is red. Wait. Oh my god. I don't like how many opinions I have on this. What do you mean? I mean, isn't it a good thing that you have a lot of opinions? Redness. We've got our best detectives on the case. Holy shit. 1,000 pages of red. I'm sorry, but it's his fault, not mine. Hey, Demi, I just want to say oh, thank you, art boy. I much appreciate it. All right. Do not interact with the entity. No. Okay. Let me know when you guys are back from the ads. I'm here 20 minutes, but all I get is his doc is to whiplash on red to keep him around and change nothing. Yeah, it seems like that's the case. It does seem like that's the case. As over, time to listen to Cinder shift blame again. Who knows? Maybe later on, she was right to say that everybody was a liar, guys. Who knows? Maybe with these like future documents, maybe she was absolutely right, and everybody is liars around her. Letting my insecurities and public comments influence my feelings towards Silvervale. Yeah, okay. Thanks for taking accountability for that. Assuming Spike copied me. isn't it the other way around? Isn't it you copying spite? Being overly possessive of my design details early on in my career. There's nothing wrong with being possessive. Don't get me wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with being possessive. Well, maybe in a bit. It depends on how you deal with it, right? I remember when there was a content creator that copied my that took a lot of inspiration from my design, which I'm okay with people taking inspiration from my design, but she took inspiration of my knee design, and I messaged her and DM'd her. I was like, "Hey, I just want you to know that I'm uncomfortable with you taking inspiration with my leg design because that is a significant thing of my disability in your life, and it feels weird for you just to copy it in a way where it meant nothing because to me." It is actually a very significant thing of my model because of my knee issues. And so I was like, it's okay to take inspiration, but maybe like don't just copy it one to one. Like, please don't. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with feeling a kind of way to your design because I know that some people their design means a lot about them in real life. There's a lot of things that is referenced to their design about their in real life self and et cetera, and that when people copy, especially when they copy like a lot, it feels like a spit to the face. Does that make sense? It feels like a very bit of a spit to the face, and what she could have done is just DM them. She could have just DM'd them and made her known about her fucking like feelings towards it if like she has a feeling of a way, because like if it's one to one you get to be mad, but if it's only like there's only some aspects that are the same but the whole like thing is different, then you have nothing to be worried about. Overacting to Nan Tails Hellhound OC design, which I was apologized for in the past, cheating on my boy. Neglecting or leaving behind friends of mine. Holy. Anyway, it's time to go back to the TTS. Guys, get ready. Let's listen. I admitted to the world that I cheated on my secret boyfriend, and the story pushed was that I took no accountability and used him as a scapegoat. Even with all of these concessions of what I did do, I was still somehow a narcissist who couldn't accept fault. Oh my god, stop deflecting! She keeps deflecting, it's pissing me off! Oh guys, I was presented as this, I was presented as that, I was never that, oh my god, 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 I can't. She's still doing it, she's still doing it, she's still doing it, I can't do it, I can't. She's... Guys, we're in season fucking we're in season 3. What I did was not admit to the right things the people making these claims already decided. Oh, pause. Somebody said something. Honestly, all of you should have read the entire document before saying anything. You do know that you can have opinions while reading. That's like reading a book. She read it 1,000 fucking pages. We're gonna react to it one by fucking one. That's how it fucking works. I read it all, and Sinder is not the bad guy everyone puts her out to be. She fucked up multiple times. What? Oh my god. Well, guys, read the doc from your neutral standpoint and then give your opinion. I am reading it as a neutral standpoint, to be honest. There are things that I agree with her, and there are things that I don't agree with her, and the majority of it is fucking shit. So that's on her, not me. Oh my god, guys, we actually got a defender. No way. I admitted to the world that I cheated. I don't mind people defending this. I really don't. I just don't like it when people go like, can you just wait until you read the whole fucking document? Like, what? I'm not gonna fucking... How did you already read this, by the way? How did you have the time to read this already? It was posted literally last night. Do you not have work? Wait. Huh, of course. On my secret boyfriend, and the story pushed was that I took no accountability and used him as a scapegoat. Even with all of these concessions of what I did do, I was still
somehow a narcissist who couldn't accept.
Holy shit, dude. Why is she so obsessed with what people fucking call her? This is not the fucking time to like, you still haven't in. Oh my god. It's like as if, oh dude, oh my god. It's as if she didn't read her fucking document herself. Like, dude, this is like posting a book without ever like having a proofreader. Like, this is insane. I am so shocked about this. Every single time, she tries to present herself as somebody who, like, you're supposed to give the fucking evidence first before saying this shit. You know what I mean? Like, that is fucking ridiculous.
Even with all of these concessions of what I did do, I was still somehow a narcissist who couldn't.
Like, oh my god, dude. How about you fucking prove yourself that you're not first? How about you prove yourself that you're not? How about you do things first before you get mad at people for being mad at you when they are rightfully so? People are mad at you rightfully so. Mr. Ducky Testy, they give it 2 months. And not to mention, oh my god. I don't know, dude. I need to write my notes. So far, TLDR says that Red is still going to be working with her because he is part of the Sinder brand. Yet, when convenient, uses him against her anytime she wants and treats him as a separate entity from Cinder's brand. Anytime. That's literally so far what we've got, by the way, because she is trying to tell us what she's taking accountability for. And now I don't give a fuck because, like, dude, you should let the readers be able to fucking understand what you're taking accountable for. You do not need to like put in a bullet term numbered thingy. Oh my god, I can't. This is insane. This is insane. I'm trying so hard to like see it in her eyes as well. I'm really trying hard. But like it's hard when like this is so stupid as fuck. I would have 100% respected her more if she just stopped saying, I could have done this, I could have done that. I chose not to. I was forced to do this. I could have done this. I chose not to. But look at me. I'm such a good person for not doing this. I quit Gamer Subs because I didn't want to be like good. Like W, finally, a W, right? And then she says, but I didn't have to. Like, okay? Dance that. They got 3 months. Like, look at how righteous I am. What? Anyway, okay, let's continue on. I want to listen to this again because I got sidetracked really fucking hard.
I admitted to the world that I cheated on my secret boyfriend, and the story pushed was that I took no accountability and used him as a scapegoat. Even with all of these concessions of what I did do, I was still somehow a narcissist who couldn't accept fault. What I did was not admit to the right things the people making these claims already decided I was guilty of. They also expected me to apologize for everything I've ever done.
I took no accountability and used them as a scapegoat. Even if all this consists of what I did, I still somehow a narcissist who couldn't accept fault. Yeah, you're doing it right now. What I did not to admit to the right things, the people making these claims already, I decided guilt of. Okay.
Without any of it ever being mentioned, even if the matter was already settled in the past. I understand that the things my manager did that I didn't know about are ultimately my responsibility, and my ignorance.
Oh my god! She actually said it after 3 chapters. She actually said it. She admitted it. Ultimately my responsibility. Oh my god, after 3 fucking chapters. Holy shit.
This doesn't change that. I should have taken more care to check up on what he was saying and doing. but I was being blamed publicly for things I had nothing to do with.
Oh my god, she was finally there! And then she fucking and then she didn't take a responsibility there. Oh my, she was so close. She was so close. She was right there. Oh my god. Oh! She was right there.
My accusers went out of their way to claim Sinder did this and Sinder said that, completely disregarding Red's agency from any of his own.
Oh my, because you present Red as your one entity. What?
Words and actions. The proof I must have known about everything he's ever said and done was because they said we worked on things together on our phones during the few times a year we were traveling, and Nano's document showed 2 of my screenshots from over a year, apart from separate situations where I knew more or less what had happened between her and Red. There was no other evidence presented for their claim, but they told everyone it absolutely had to be this way.
Oh my god, this is so frustrating. She was so close, dude. She was so close. Dude, this is what I mean about, like, you could tell when somebody genuinely... Okay, I'm gonna be so honest. When somebody fucks up, you could tell when somebody genuinely wants to change by the way they talk. And you will... Not only their actions, okay? Not only their actions or anything, but you will see it as time goes by. A lot of content creators fuck up. A lot of people say the wrong things, fuck up the wrong things, and etc., etc. But, like, in my opinion... I think it's always, you know, it's redeemable. Everything is always redeemable unless it's like fucking illegal shit, right? But like, Sinder was 100%, in my opinion, dead ass redeemable. It was so redeemable. I was like, genuinely, I was just waiting for her to come back. Everybody knew that she was gonna come back. Okay, like we talked about it before. We talked about it. People were like, "Do you think that Cinder's gonna come back?" I was like, "Yeah, I think 100%. There's no way that she's gonna throw away her as a content creator just to throw it away." However, I did not think that she would go this low. Personally, I did not think that she would still be continuing this whole like. If you want to present Red as somebody who's part of your Cinder career and that's part of you and etc., then it's your responsibility. It's you. Because you think you always, oh my god, I can't.
Emphasis was placed on Red's usage of we and our as if they could know for a fact that it meant Red was always speaking with my knowledge, approval, and oversight every single time he said it. This was...
I mean, he is working for you. You are to blame. You literally should have, known. He's a manager, dude. He represents your dumbass. Yeah, of course he's gonna say we. What? It's your job to make sure he represents you properly? Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
Was necessary for their narrative to work.
And by the way, don't forget that he's still working with her. She cannot put all blame of Red and say at the same fucking chapter too, say like, here it is ago. Says Red is still going to be working with her because he's part of the Cinder brand, yet when convenient uses him against her anytime she wants and treats him as a separate entity. This is still relevant to this fucking chapter. Like, what? Dude, it's literally the same thing over again. Wow.
Work against me.
Oh my god, bro. This is what I said in my apology about this. I do not condemn anything about what Red said about Bao in this DMs either. Him using we and our in its context is abhorrently incorrect. I believe I was on the greater. Oh shit! The boyfriend time. Oh my god. Guys, we should use a different TTS. We should use like a man TTS for this one. Brian.
The thing always happens that you
I'm gonna use Brian.
really believe in, and the belief in a Red. I have always been more or less the creative lead on things we did, like model designs, project ideas, and art in general. and Sinder often agreed with my creative judgment. She trusted me to do the communication I did for her without oversight. For example, a lot of times I would be the one talking to the artist we were working with, who only knew me as Sinder's manager.
Red is Larry.
Demi, are you honestly missing the point she's making? She's owning up to trusting Red too much and not checking up on everything he did related to the brand. Red did not fuck up, and Cinder fucked up by not checking in. Please don't attempt to put your world view on how a relationship has a template should also have. Excuse me, but like, even when you are in the assumption that Red is literally didn't tell her and she didn't know, there's still so many plot holes that makes zero sense. If you read her document too, it's literally going against each and everything that she's trying to say. If you actually read the things that you're saying, and I understand what you're trying to say, I really do. I actually do 100% know what you're trying to say, and I think that's really fair. But like, she doesn't know this, but then she does that. She doesn't do this. She didn't know, but she still does this, and she still accepts it, and she still, her actions does not. In my opinion, if she didn't know truly, she would have been so fucking sorry that her own boyfriend did this, that her own partner did this. I would have been so embarrassed. I would have been so fucking apologetic to like bow to Silver. I would have like been in her DMs being like, I'm so fucking sorry. I genuinely didn't know. I promise you I didn't know. I would have been so much more sincere. And the way that I would have gone, like, dude, and so many other people would 100% agree with me that if they found out that their boyfriend or significant other was literally fucking talking shit of her own friend, I don't know. Cognitive dissonance, action statements don't match, creating contradictions. And yes, exactly. So many things are contradicting each other. So many things don't match up with what she's trying to say and portray and whatever. And that's a problem. Even if I can't agree what happens in the relationship, 100% I don't agree what's happening in the relationship. But like, that's not the point. The point is that she's presenting this as like 100%. And if it is 100%, then she's still this day fucking up. Does that make sense? So like, even if, yeah, sure, you could say that, but like, dude, you know what I mean? If she just said less, there wouldn't have been so much room for contradictions. Exactly. She wrote okay, here's the thing. If you write 1,000 pages of something and you're not gonna even check whether you contradict yourself or not, that means that that's really how she thinks. Literally. Contradictions mainly occur when there are lies present. That's exactly why it's hard to believe her. It's hard to believe her that she doesn't know when there's so many contradictions of her not knowing. If she doesn't know, I could believe that. If everything of her actions made sense of that too. Does that make sense? That's the reason why I'm not coming from I completely get why you think that I'm coming from that like standpoint, but like, dude, it makes zero fucking sense. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I mean, Demi, yeah, I know the point of what she's trying to make. I know what she's trying to make. I know what she's trying to say. It's just stupid. That's plain the point. It's dumb, and it's not even about the view of my. It's not even about my view of the relationship. It's what she's doing. Like, literally, I don't give a fuck of what, but if I was in that situation, I wouldn't do this. Yeah, I wouldn't be in a fucking situation anyway where my fucking boyfriend is ruining my friendships anyway. Yeah, obviously. That's the reason why this whole situation is fucked. Oh my god. No, I don't think AI was used at all. Another manager would have got fired for this heartbeat because he doesn't represent the brand wants to be. The fact that she's still working with him makes no sense if she's going to blame every action he made on her manager on 100% him. Yeah. I don't know. Everyone who defends any of her points gets equated as a Cinder viewer simp by chat. I don't think so. There are points where I truly like I believe her and stuff, which leads to people generally not defending her in their points in chat, which turns it into an echo chamber. Not a viewer of hers, but an advocate of a fair debate. No, that's, yeah, for sure. I understand that for sure. It's hard. It's hard. She made it so easy to be against her. That's a problem. You know what I mean? She made it so easy to want you to hate her, to be honest with you. Like, she made it way too easy where, how many times did she say Red's name? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like saying a CEO was a scumbag, but we will keep him around and expect people to still use our company. Yup. I don't know, dude. Control F. Dude, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's so many I can't. Oh, wait, shit. Okay, hold on.
If I knew the direction I wanted to take something, with or without talking to Sinder beforehand, and I said, I want this art to be like this, instead of Sinder wants this art to be like this, then it felt like an awkward thing for me to say.
What? I guess so.
In my mind, to the person we're working with, I'm just the manager, not the creator, not the
You could have just wrote it like, we're looking for something like this instead.
streamer, not their client.
I guess so.
What I myself wanted wasn't important. What Sinder wanted was. So in order to give weight to what I would say, I started using we early on, without speaking for her directly, saying Sinder. If we wanted to do something a certain way, then it'd give me agency by implying that we both agreed on and made the decision. That Sinder was aware of the decision being made, regardless of if she actually was or wasn't at the time, and that my words had meaning. I was speaking on we, the brand's behalf. It became a habit of mine to talk this way regarding any projects or business dealings. I didn't start doing this because anyone told me I should be. I didn't speak like this all the time or in every single message. It's not like Sinder never knew about what I was saying when saying we. If afterwards she did disagree with me on something, then I'd have to walk back what I said and say that Sinder actually wants it this way, for example.
That sounds like such a fucking headache to work in. What the fuck?
Very often, Sinder was on the same page as me beforehand, or would agree with what I said without her knowledge, using we afterwards. In the case of the exclusivity,
He felt that comfortable with talking shit and like making Bao cut off to the point where he could have wrote we. Like, he felt that comfortable of talking shit and treating her quote unquote friends that bad to the point where it even started this whole thing where, I don't know.
deal with Nano, I used we when talking about Bao, so it'd seem like Sinder also backed how I felt. Sinder not only wasn't aware of this, but I knew she didn't agree with me about what I was saying. In our conversation, Nano said herself—
Whoa! Wait, what? In the case of exclusive deal with Nano, I used we when talking about Bao, so it seemed like Sinder also backed how I feel, but Sinder not only wasn't aware of this, but I knew she didn't agree with me about what I was saying. What? So why the fuck is he not fucking gone? I can't, dude. Dude, I can't. I cannot, for the sake of me, like, even if, okay, let's just say that this is true, right? How the fuck do you even want to, like, even support Sinder? Because you're supporting him. I do not want— this is like supporting a company that you hate. This is like supporting, like, oh my god. Fuck. I can't. Why is he still your manager? Yeah, Niji Sanji. Oh my god. What the fuck? Holy shit. In our conversation, Nano said herself that she was not really down with working with people who— wait, sorry. I'm just gonna let it—
that she was not really down with working with people who Sinder didn't want her to. So I made sure to tell Nano how we felt, expressing my own feelings to her as if they were both of ours. This will all be shown in Nano's section.
So, why is he still in the picture? He sounds like a piece of fucking shit. Like, genuinely.
if somebody did this to me, knowing that I would be against it, I would never trust them again. There's no way. Especially how this was going on for like how long? I can't, dude. This is such a headache. This is such a mess and a headache. This is such a fucking mess and a headache. This is so stupid. Holy fuck. Yo, you know when they say you never let your fucking relationship as your manager? My God, they were not lying. Holy fuck. Even hypothetically, if we were to give Cinder the benefit of the doubt and pretended that she didn't know or engage in toxic competitively, blamed on Red, there is no universe where she keep him as a manager. That's what I'm trying to say, right? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. Dude, I don't know. Why would she keep her as a manager? Why is he still working for you? I don't give a fuck about your personal relationship if you choose to stay with him or not. I don't care. However, the fact that you're still making him work for you, oh no, he's been working for you for too long that he can't get another job. That's why. I think the information that being provided though, where I'm getting context information each paragraph and pages. I can't. Ain't it literally an agent manager to throw other people under the bus? It sounds like she's threatened to fire him and dump him if he doesn't throw himself under the bus. Oh my! I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't know. I think for keeping him, sometimes it's. You know what is crazy? Wait, I want to finish this. So basically, either she didn't know or is lying out, or she didn't know and is condemning his decision making by keeping him on her manager. It makes no sense. Exactly. I completely agree with this. I don't know. Zen, Zyrene, cutie. Thank you so much. 2 months. If this happened in any situation, they're dating. She probably doesn't want him actually gone because the relationship is too intertwined with the job. They could just date. He doesn't have to be part of the job. He literally ruined it. Dude, she did shit that she was not going to be agreeing with. How is it not like an immediate... If any other situation here, this is an immediate fire. Fire, immediately. Complete fired. Like, what? She could have solved this by saying I fucked up by putting too much trust into the wrong person. She could have separated from the manager immediately. Everything would have been fine. Posting a book to get picked apart is an awful idea. Yeah, I agree. Like, posting a book like this was dumb as fuck. Actually, you know what? We haven't gone through, like, the chapters, like, the serious chapters yet. You know what I genuinely think? She should have never wrote the first 2 chapters whatsoever. I think it was, like, absolutely dumb and honestly made her look even worse. Zendrox, I guess, Prime. Like, those 2 chapters were filler episodes and just made her look like shit. If I'm being honest, they shouldn't have existed at all. It should have just been the truth and her side, and that's it. The prologue. Yeah, dude, we got the fucking prologue in the shit. Like, what? I don't know. Zandra, thank you so much, Prime. It's hard to believe her when she says that I didn't know anything about it when it seems like she can be able to fucking, like, I don't know. She's able to forgive him talking shit about her friends. And to the point where it would make them not be part of a humongous fucking, like, projects and stuff. Just miss. I'm not, I have no clue who this person is, but if you need to write a whole book to explain your situation, I wouldn't trust any of your words. Shit, dude. Thank you, Adi. She fucked up for sure, in my opinion. She fucked up with writing it this long because, one, it makes it look like you're trying to overwhelm the readers completely, especially if you don't dissect it. If I didn't dissect this and I just read it like whatever, I would have been like, oh my God, bro, poor Cinder. But if you truly read along the lines and you read about how she says it and the way that she says it, it's so fucked. The way she tries to like negate herself as like, oh, I'm so poor was me, you know what I mean? Like poor me and whatever. And oh man, I don't know why she even like talked about their relationship in that detail. Oh my god, dude, that was not in any way scenario supposed to be even said because it made it look even worse. So you're telling me that he was there from your whole beginning and he was able to backstab your whole career like this and then you're still working with him? It makes it, if she's able to forgive that, it makes it seem like she knew. You know what I mean? It makes it seem like she agreed. Because, like, there's no way. There's just no way that somebody can fucking forgive that kind of shit if they didn't fucking know. There's just no way. Because, like, you know, cheating is one thing, right? Cheating is, like, a very emotional relationship thing. But trying to ruin your fucking career to the point where you're lying and putting people under the bus, your friends that you say that is your friends? Fuck no, I cannot. I don't know, dude. I don't think that's, like, I don't know. Hi, Flary. The thing is, making this entire thing so long, it worsened her case. Like, so many people will tap out for, like, after 4 chapters and not read the entire thing. Exactly! So this is when I stopped reading, right? Is an overdue response. Because, like, that's all I could read. Because, like, I was, like, already over... Like, when I read this, I was already done with it. Because what she wrote and what she explained made me fucking annoyed. To the point where I didn't even want to hear her out. Because she wrote it so shit. She wrote it so fucking shit. So, like, now she puts, like, the actual, like, genuine, like, thingies here and genuine proof of it after talking so much mad shit. Like, dude, that's dumb. It's so dumb. Anyway, let's continue on. The ads are done. No more yapping.
Red.
There are 3 things in my apology I need to correct that will be shown in full detail in this document.
Okay.
Missing information, lies, and incorrect statements in my apology. I left out a lot of information regarding my experience with Silvervale and trying to overly apologize to her and ended up
Ooh.
making things sound much worse than what really happened.
I left out a lot of information regarding my experience with Silvervale and trying to overly apologize to her and ended up making things sound much worse. How do you make things sound worse just because you overly apologized? I've never heard of something. What do you mean overly apologize to? Well, what do you mean by overly apologize? Whatever.
I lied about not knowing that Red spoke to Nano about Spite in 2023 to not...
I lied about not... Oh, she admits it! I lied about not knowing that Red spoke to Nano about Spite. So, like, dude, if she can lie about not knowing something, I'm not surprised if she could lie about, like, dude, holy shit, dude, it's hard to believe her when she lies! Yeah, just because you admit to one lie, it doesn't mean that I can trust you now that you didn't lie about other things. Does that make sense?
make things worse for myself by revealing more than not.
She tries to like present herself like, but wait. I didn't have to. wait. Guys, listen to me. I didn't have to, but I did say that I lied before. So everything else, why would I lie about that? Bruh.
Nano or Spite did about what happened regarding her. I was wrong about which year the situation with Nyan Tails took place in. I wrote that it was after
What the fuck does it matter about what year? Anyway.
my debut, but it was actually an entire year earlier.
So? I don't get it. Whoa, this is long. Thank God I spent $100 for this.
My
CVS.
apology and the accusations made against me did not cover everything Red and I have done wrong. I've laid out everything below that will be presented throughout this document so we can address them and take responsibility. Explaining the motives and reasoning behind our actions are not meant to justify or diminish them or the feelings of those affected, but to understand.
You see, I've lied before, but here's proof that I'm a compulsive liar. But you see, I'm not lying now.
Why they happened.
Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Let's genuinely read it. Let's genuinely like listen to this. All right. Wouldn't take responsibility mean apologizing to the people she did wrong to? Yes, because this is literally like yeah, actually, yeah. Everything one of us or both of us are guilty of, that accountability is taken for and shown in this document in the order they're presented in.
Okay.
We both became neglectful of many friendships and personal relationships online and in real life. Red and I
Okay, nothing burger, whatever.
became consumed by our work and prioritized my career over all else.
Again, nothing burger. You're not a bad person if you do that. Like that just happens.
Red considered everyone, including our friends, competition to some degree, and I agreed.
So you did know. You did know about the competition, and that's why he was so fucking that's what I said a while ago. Oh my god, I called it out. I literally called it out. He literally felt so comfortable in seeing her friends as competition, and he was so used to it that he felt comfortable with even talking about it with a third party, to the point where it cut out Bao from literally working with somebody. You see? That's what I'm coming from. Like, what?
Red and I left Tricky at our hotel in Tokyo one day during our Japan trip in October 2024. I chose to distance myself from Cotton after what happened between her and a friend. I tried going back on my agreement with the artist Ning Xiu in April 2025.
What?
Red asked Nano to not work with Spite in January 2023 and told me about it afterwards. I lied about not knowing he spoke to her about Spite in my apology to avoid talking about it. Red initially
Dude, it's hard to present. Okay, she says a lot of the things in her documentations is speculation, but all truth or something.
dissuaded
to
Nano
believe
from
her.
accepting a model from Gary in November 2023. I guilt-tripped Nano in November 2023 and February 2025, but still sided with her. Red
Okay.
reassured Nano about her considering and canceling Bao's model in August 2024. I knew Bao's model was canceled in August 2024 and didn't try to do anything about it.
Of course
Red
you
and
didn't, because you see them as competition. So that was a W for you.
I agreed to talk with Nano about exclusivity, including not to work with Silver Veil specifically on any more models in January 2025. Red and Nano agreed to a deal for her not to work with Silver.
Oh my god, it hasn't even been a year. Whoa.
Bao or Cotton in January 2025, only telling me about Silver Veil's inclusion. Red spoke to Nano about Shy Lily in April 2025 after seeing Nano work on a model for her, and never told me about this conversation. We asked our video editor about exclusivity after Bao started working with them in September 2023. Red convinced himself Bao gatekept her video editor to hurt our future music video projects in December
Holy shit!
2024, then held a grudge and list of grievances against her. I didn't speak to Bao to clear things up about what I knew.
You're still working with somebody that could hold a grievance for just working with a video editor? Oh my god, dude, I cannot imagine being Bao right now. Like, actually. I can't. That is... Holy shit. You know, as a streamer, I already have really bad trust issues. Like, you have no idea. The things I have to go through and the things that I found out about people, I'm super, like, my walls are really high. Like, super high. To the point where I just would rather have my friend group very small. And I used to, like, you know, I started streaming because I wanted to meet people. And that's the whole point of me streaming. That's the reason why I started streaming, making friends and etc. That's why you see Zoil. I'm best friends with Zoil and stuff like that. And etc. etc. Meeting people is what makes me love streaming. But like, I won't lie, there has been like so many moments where it absolutely made me more closed up, for sure. I closed up a lot this year, especially from like, I think starting like last year, I started to really close up. I started to not even do viewer games anymore because like I'm just scared of like I don't know, things just happen that like in a way traumatized me to the point where I feel more comfortable with a smaller group of friends as long as I can trust them. And I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because like I don't want to deal with this shit. I don't want to deal with people seeing me as competition. I don't want to deal with like
people like having a grudge on me. I don't want to deal with it. It's tiring. It's super tiring. And if I could escape it, I would. And but still, it doesn't stop me from meeting new people. I really doesn't, because like, one, a bad egg doesn't make the whole, like, a bad apple doesn't make the whole apple bad, right? But it just takes a while. It takes a while for me to like trust somebody now, for sure, because I don't want it to ruin it for me, but for sure I'm a lot more careful now.
New Red held against her, and it led to me being an awful friend to her for months at the start of 2025. Both Red and I mismanaged the planning and communication with new.
Honest question. Okay, let's take a break from this for a bit. Honest question about streaming with friends. How do you get them not to say in your life name during my stream? Dude, I'm gonna tell you a story, and you just have to get used to it. There was this one time, my friend in real life, I had 10 viewers. They said my fucking address in the chat and been like, yo, are you at home right now? Are you at, and to the street? And I was like, bro, what the fuck? Cast Iron Category Friday. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Can you not? Can you not say that? Oh my god, bro. And you know what I did? You know what I did? Because I knew that my chat didn't have that many Filipinos in the chat yet. Because people didn't know that I was like, you know what I mean? Because I stream in English. So you know what I said? I said the address and I was like, what is that? Dude, I was like, I don't know where that is. Dude, I was so fucking. I was like, dude, what is that? And then nobody talked about it in the chat at all. Everybody moved on, but I was like, my heart rate was going so fucking high, and I was like, holy shit.
Me about her concert at the start of February 2025. I pulled out of performing in her show and almost didn't go after choosing business over my friend. We both grew to dislike Silvervale.
Both Lynn and I mismanaged and planned communication with Numi about her concert at the start of February 2025. I pulled out of the performing in her show and almost didn't go after choosing business over my friend. Wouldn't a concert be business? I don't get it. This portion of the document where Sinder says that her cheating on Red has nothing to do with her anything else, but it's a definitive indicator of the type of person she is and her ability to lie and manipulate. I completely agree. Bodog Sin, the guy 70 months. She chooses to pick out her lies so carefully too. Like, guys. I admit to this lie. But everything else, I would never lie about that. Dude. Hello?
Over the past few years for various reasons, including harassment and comparisons, my own insecurities, and how Silvervale acted towards me. Red asked an artist not to work with Silvervale in March 2025 and never told me about it. Red and I assumed Spite was copying me in 2022 and early 2023. I overreacted to Ninetales' Hellhound OC design in 2021.
Wow. Kitty Ragnarok, thank you 6 months. To be honest, this is insane. This should not be this long of a document, bro. I feel exhausted just reading it. And honestly, I can't imagine somebody who... I don't know, dude. It feels like this document is for people just to be so overwhelmed with information and the way that she contradicts herself so much. It's as if like she made it so that people who like her will construe this as like something good super easily. They'll be like, oh, but did you see page 300 and fucking whatever? But did you read the whole thing? But did you read 645? It really says like the information that you're supposed to read. Did you? It feels so. We're not even like halfway. We're not even close to being halfway, and it feels so deceit. Like, I don't know. I don't trust her. She made me even trust her less. And that's insane. Deceitful, yeah. This made me trust her even less because she contradicted herself so much that it just feels stupid and honestly dumb. And I don't know.
to present everybody else as liars and manipulators and whatever, but then she showcases herself again manipulating multiple times. She cheated, she lied, she has done so many things that contradicts her. She says, oh, by the way, don't forget that she says, like, I'm not those things. I'm not those, like, crazy, manipulative, psychopaths that people say that I am. However, I'm gonna showcase you multiple times that I've done horrible things that, one, ruined my relationship with friends. But if you call me those things, then fuck you. What? You were led to believe this about me, but then she writes this and, like, dude, everything I believed about her is 100% true. It's just dumb. Every claim of wrongdoing that was made against Red or I that isn't. Do you think your doc will change your opinion? I hope so, because we're not even to the facts yet, and I hope to God that. But so far, it's been bad. So far, it's been really bad. So far, it's been so bad to the point where I'm kind of, in a way, I don't even want to go through it. It's so bad to the point where I don't even know if I'm going to finish this, because I cannot handle liars. You can call me a lot of things. You can call me so much things, right? You can call me a fucking bitch. You can call, yeah, Demi's a bitch. But you know what you cannot call me? A liar. Because I fucking hate liars. I would rather be seen as somebody who's a bitch or something, or like, oh, et cetera, or like whatever, than having to people to like not be able to trust anything I say. Because like, dude, how much times has she lied here? It's insane. I don't know. Oh my God, my water almost fucking fell. But it didn't, because I have good karma. Every claim of wrongdoing that was made against Red or I that isn't listed above is not true, whether it was an assumption or a lie in someone's document, statement about me, or verbally on stream. I would list the false accusations here, but there's been... is not true whether it was... Wait. Every claim of wrongdoings that was made against Red and I that isn't listed above is not true? What? Whether it was assumption or a lie in someone's document, statement about me, or verbally... Oh my God, bro. In such a ridiculous amount at this point that I don't even know where to start. I will let this document speak for itself. You are speaking for the document. What are you talking about? What do you mean I will let the document speak for itself? You made it so fucking long that nobody would like actually fucking listen to it. Like what? The only reason why people are listening to it now is because like you could leave this at the second fucking monitor and just listen to it, because like who has the fucking time? Like, thank God I'm a streamer. I have the time. I'm unemployed. So like I have the time for you guys, okay? I'll read it for you. But like, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. Like there is nobody that can read this on their own or some bullshit. Like only like a 10% fucking chance of somebody like fucking reading this. I heard from the first couple seasons of this anime were kind of filler. The Shy Lily arc season is a big one from... Dude, no. You know what I heard? I heard that the Nanoless is a humongous arc, like a big one. Everybody keeps on saying, like, if you're not going to read the whole document, read the Nanoless part. And I'm like, ooh. Guys, that's the next chapter, by the way. So this is like, this is insane. Live like 9 months? This might be insane. A lot of people say... read the Nanoless part because it's a big one. So I trust them. You know, I wanted to see it. I don't want to think that somebody like this is just openly like lying so much. These actions were not over years like the public was told. The majority of these actions... What? These actions were not over years as the public was told? What do you mean? This was since 2021 until 2025. What are you fucking saying? Oh my God, I can't fucking do this. Like, how many... Oh my God. This is fucking years. You were literally, like, fucking going against people for fucking years. What... I need to blow my nose. I can't fucking deal with this. How do you know she's lying? Because she's contradicting herself so many fucking times that you just have to assume that she's lying because it makes no sense. Oh my God. Anyway. Happened in an 8-month span from August 2024 to April 2025. How each person was affected. Wow, guys, it's not over years. It was 8 months. Okay? Oh, guys. Guys! It was not over years. It was 8 Months! Come on. Get a hold of yourself. If they were affected at all is explained throughout this document. Nothing was black and white, and none of these actions were motivated by jealousy. And what do you mean actions were not motivated by jealousy? You literally said that you were jealous, that you overreacted by Nyan tails of their holy hellhound OC because of envy and jealousy and maliciousness. What are you talking about? What? And then, like, do you assume that Spy was copying you because of greed, jealousy, maliciousness? What are you talking about? I can't. I fucking can't. I'm getting actually, like, genuinely upset. Dude, you cannot contradict yourself in the same fucking page. What? How does an overreaction to do with malicious? What do you mean malicious? She literally, dude, Reddit, she said this before, so I'm gonna assume this. Red and her are one entity because they represent Sinder as a whatever, right? So Red was doing malicious shit, and apparently Sinder does not know anything, and she doesn't do anything wrong, and that it was not for years, it was for months and whatever. Dude, I can't. I'm gonna skim through this. Well, not skim through this, but like make it faster. My friends, it's been falsely claimed that I was using, manipulating, sabotaging, betraying, and backstabbing all of my. Wait, but you did sabotage. Your own manager literally sabotaged, and you present him as your own entity as well last fucking chapter, and then you did manipulate because nonetheless literally said that you did say to push her to not work with other people, and you did backstab because you knew about Red not liking people and you let it be, and I can't. Friends for years in an effort to I'm gonna keep it a buck. I have a take, and I don't care if you guys disagree with me. A normal person who has good friends would have people backing her up as her friends. Not a single person who was a friend of hers backed her up here. And that says a lot. If not one person backed her up, I think that says a lot about somebody. Because you cannot change the opinion of every single person around you. But you can like if somebody genuine like when somebody like tells me something and whatever, it's hard to argue with that. That's genuinely what I think. That's my take. And the fact that nobody is trying to defend her here and everybody's against her, even her best friends were like against her. I think that's for a reason, because you don't see them doing that with anybody else, do you? And do you think that they have anything to gain from that? No. It's drama. Nobody fucking likes drama. I promise you, the majority people don't even like saying that, like, oh my god, I fucking hate, like, dude, some people don't even like saying like I hate when people copy my fucking design, even because that's presented as like drama filed, and they don't do it because they don't want to be in drama at all. Not one took her side. I don't think anyone took her side. Platformed them and ruined their careers. There was never some kind of years-long grand conspiracy of deceit against anyone. Yeah, there was no grand conspiracy of deceit. You just didn't want people to be better than you. And I have never pushed the ladder down behind me. I've never been jealous or envious of any of my friends or anyone else. My friends were not stepping stones I used to further myself. I loved my friends. You loved your friends, but not one single person even tried to defend you. You were never jealous, but you were jealous of anybody who was kind of close to a hellhound. Okay. Our experiences together were real. Our memories together are real. It hurts that I even need to say that here. There are plenty of things my friends know I've done for them, helped them with. By the way, a while ago, didn't she say that she saw people as competition because she was like hellhound about... Oh, get it? Hellhound. She really wanted to like grow, and like she focused on business or some shit like that, or included them in for no other reason than that they were my friends. I've always answered their questions and offered them advice when they asked, done my best. Wow, good job. You took the time to fucking like answer advice. Nobody's in the chat. To be there and support them at their debuts with their own endeavors, and I've personally bought so much of their merch for myself without ever saying so. Good for you for not saying so. Good for you. I literally brought brownies my mom made across the country to share with them. I spent my own time making one-of-a-kind cosplay pieces of their VTubers for them for no other reason than that they were my friends. More than the 3 finished pieces below were planned for more of my friends, including Bao, before I put all of my crafting focus into my Nihilister cosplay. It meant a lot to me that I could make things that meant a lot to them.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's what you do when you're good friends, you know. I guess. I don't know how, I don't really have a take on this. That's it's sad that you love them so much that you saw them and tried to like but felt so comfortable with your boyfriend just to talk shit about him all day, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what they
I was good when I wasn't bad. Demi, I bought your plushie, by the way, and this is what you owe me in real life.
think I did against them other than what I listed above. Or
You know what this sounds like? I don't know. Dude, I'm gonna get canceled for this. I don't give a fuck. You know when somebody's racist, but they go like, guys, I have a black friend though. That's exactly how this like paragraph sounds like to me, personally. Personally. I'm sorry, dude. Personally, that's how it sounds like to me, okay? But I bought their merch though. Ads. Okay, I'll take a break. I need to drink water anyway. I don't. That's the thing about abusers or narcissists. They use a few highlights of their proof that everything else they do is forgivable. I wonder how other people feel when reading this. Because to me, I'm starting to feel exhausted. I'm starting to feel tired to the point where I don't even want to read anything else. So I'm surprised that like nobody's reading that, bro. A lot of people did, dude. A lot of people got mad at me for not reading the complete thing when after I had a thing. It's so weird that she includes reasons why she was a good friend and her friends should have been. Yes. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm fucking saying the whole like. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. The whole like, guys, I can't be racist. I have friends that I have friends that are. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's literally the same case. Like, dude, it should not be you saying it. It should be your fucking friends. The fact that not one friend is defending you is insane. Is that? Or maybe everybody's fake. Everybody's fake as a fuck in the VTuber world, and that's the reason why they didn't say anything. Oh my god, yes! Thank you so much. I didn't do it, and if I did, it was an accident. If I wasn't, it wasn't that bad. That's what she keeps saying, it wasn't that bad. Guys, it's not 2 years, it's actually 8 months. It's not this, it's that. It's not this, it's actually this. Like, dude, it doesn't take away. I wish Sinder understands that just because something, it doesn't take away from the fact that something happened. I don't know. My god. Oh man, this is so dumb. Also, keep in mind that most novels don't even break that 1,000-page mark, and this is someone defending themselves. Yeah, I won't lie. If you need 1,000 pages to defend yourself, I think you're fucked. You don't even need to read it. If you need 1,000 pages to defend yourself, you are fucked. Then.
I don't know what they think I did against them other than what I listed above or where these ideas came from or what.
Whoa! I don't know what they think I did against them or what I listed above or where these ideas came from. What do you mean? Maybe because you did fucking terrible shit with you and your fucking boyfriend?
Rumors they were hearing about me or how my friends collectively agreed.
Most legal defenses aren't even this long. That's how you know she's fucked up. She said that she didn't feel jealous or greedy, but she acted jealous and envious. Yeah.
This must have been the case after everything we've done and shared with each other. I absolutely could have been a much better friend.
Guys, remember when I gifted 100 subs in chat? Now you guys have to defend me no matter what, right? Because I care about you. Because I gifted 100 subs in chat multiple times, and that means you have to always be by my side, and that even if I fucking killed somebody, you'd have to like defend me, okay? Like you have to. I've done. Look at me. I even cosplayed your OC. Guys, remember when I doodled you? When I doodled you in paint, I tried really hard in that. I put so much effort into it, okay? So even if I sabotaged somebody's growth and made it so that an artist can't work with you, and I hated you because you took my editor, even if they were actually doing both of our editing or whatever, and actually could take another work. I don't give a fuck. You guys would like.
But I just can't believe every single one of them thought this little of me at a moment's notice. They were about a
Well, yeah, because like, dude, you and your boyfriend are fucked up, dude. Like, you were literally sabotaging people, literally.
dozen of my friends involved before Nano's document was posted, and still not one of them said anything to me before they were posted publicly.
Fuck, dude. I can't believe nobody messaged her though. I'm actually in shock that nobody like. I can't believe Nano posted her document without DMing them first. Maybe they tried to. I don't know. I don't remember anymore because it's been so fucking long. I don't remember whether people tried to like message her or read or something and did anything about it. But like, dude,
A lot of my
or maybe they were scared that Red would like fucking tear them another.
friendships did suffer due to where my priorities have been, especially over the course of 2024. Because of my focus being overwhelmingly on work and less on my personal relationship.
Ah, so you did all of this with your personal relationship, but you're always meant for work, work, business. But I was in business a while ago, guys. Guys. I was never 100% business before. Remember when she wrote that? There's like a chapter ago that she's not all about business. But hey, guys, I'm all about business. I can't do any more business work.
Relationships outside of it, I neglected people I cared about, and so did Red, both online and in real life, even my closest friends. Unless it was about work, I didn't put as much energy into just talking and hanging out, but
Wow, it sounds like you weren't a fucking good friend as you were portrayed to be. I guess the brownies from your mom isn't enough to make a friendship, eh? What the fuck?
that's not to say I never did, never wanted to, or disliked them for any reason. I had my things going on, and I know they had theirs. When I wasn't streaming or working on something, I'd be isolating or hanging out with Red to come to decompress. And I didn't have the energy to socialize. I tried to plan collabs with friends as often as I could, and it was a way to hang out while still appeasing my content brain. My collabs with my friends were made into YouTube videos, but to say that I was using them for that, as if countless other VTubers don't do the same thing, is crazy.
Guys, other people do it, so I'm in the clear. To be fair, I don't think there was anything wrong with her collabing with people in general. This is not what she was being outed for. There's nothing wrong with being content brain and want to grow. By the way, there's nothing wrong with wanting to grow. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be the best that you can be, and et cetera, et cetera. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your job. I get it. I completely get it. When people get like obsessed with numbers or obsessed with like trying to grow and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong. It happens to everybody. It happens to the best of us. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. But that's not what she's accused of. This is not the issue here. You're not a less of a friend just because like you do collabs and you can hang out with other people off stream. Like, bro, if I'm personally, I don't consider anybody a friend until I hang out with them off stream and stuff like that. Or I had a really good I had a really good experience with them, and I would call them a friend. Maybe I call people friends too fast, but who cares? But yeah, no, this is not anything. What maybe she didn't get the memo, but like collabing with people is just normal.
Crazy. When I was traveling to see my friends, all I wanted to do was hang out and spend as much time together as I could, and it was the happiest.
Oh, this is what they were accusing her of her too. Like she viewed everyone as a means to grow. Well, the fact that she didn't even hang out with them and ever do anything favors or something like that, I could see why. Like, imagine that you could only be seen on stream and that's it. I wouldn't think of you as a real friend. I would just think of you as a business partner then. If you don't treat me as somebody who's like a real life person and you only treat me as a streamer, yeah, I would see you as somebody who only sees me as like a business opportunity.
So I can completely understand why people think of that when she admits it herself that she doesn't even hang out with them at all, and that I'm only there when there's a collab. Sorry. Oh, and there's no collab. We can't play CS off stream. Yeah, no, I'm good. It has to be on stream. Then, yeah, that sounds like a transactional relationship. It's very transactional. So I don't blame people for having the assumption that she's only there for growth, because that's what you did. Is only hang out with people for growth, which is not a sin, okay? It's not that big of a deal. You could just say sorry and move on, but that's not the biggest issue here anyway. I was. Red and I always loved, valued, looked out for, and appreciated our friends, even if we didn't show it as often as we should have. I'm sorry to those of my friends who I haven't given the time they gave to me. I'm sorry for those I haven't spoken to in a long time for no other reason than my own negligence. And I'm sorry to my friends that I only focused on work with and didn't spend enough time being your friend outside of it. So it wasn't your friend. It was a business relationship. You literally even explained it to yourself. You literally admitted it. You didn't even were a friend outside. You only saw it as a business opportunity. She literally admitted it. Okay, well, whatever then. Whatever. My God. Business mindset. Red and I slowly became more closed off and neglectful of people over the past couple of years, but especially throughout 2024, focusing more and more of our time and energy on this career. Work became almost 24/7 for us, never taking a break. It was our job, our hobby, and almost all we talked about. We loved what we did, but we both became consumed by the content grind. Our work-life balance became non-existent. She's cooked here, but I'm not gonna lie. The publicly best friends, privately business friendships are always 80% of VTuber scene. Not gonna lie. Yeah, but that's because of the people you choose to hang out with, though. There's so many people. Like, dude, since we like DM each other and we don't even hang out on a fucking stream. Like, there are so many people that don't only look at fucking streaming as a business. Just don't hang out with them anymore. Like, even the busiest of people I've ever met in my life, Filian, takes the time to schedule a time to hang out off stream to play CS, and she's not even good at CS, but she chose CS anyway. Like, dude, you know, like, I don't know, dude. I feel like I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. And dude, if I'm being honest, that Filian streams I could never do because that is so high energy. Don't get me wrong, I'm high energy, but like she is like physically high energy, and that's something that I could never do. I'm so fucking like, she's so amazing. She might ask you to play League one day. Oh, that sucks because I do like League sometimes. Oh man. I can't even lie. I've lost some friends due to the fame and focus on their business and not defending it because it sucks. The thing is, there's something wrong with having this happen to you. Sometimes business goes above and beyond, and everybody wants to make their future steady and absolutely amazing. And you know what I mean? And that takes a lot of work and a lot of time and et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes you just, don't hang out with your friends as much. Yeah, I don't know. The amount of contradictions is how you know this wasn't written to apologize but give ammo to her remaining defenders. It means that they can always reference the doc as a counter argument as long as they take it out of context. Ooh. To be honest, this part is a nothing fucking burger. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Your shit of being a friend. That's yeah, dude. It's not fucking crazy, dude. Just work on that, and it's not that bad, dude. This is a nothing burger. My personal opinion, I don't think this is a nothing burger. We were going and going and
Hi,
going
CJ. Thank you for 4
day,
months.
every day. As a 2-person team working to an obsessive degree, we were always trying to do more with more people all the time. Everything became about doing bigger things, achieving more, accomplishing more, growing bigger, launching more cool things.
Yeah. She's business minded. I get it.
Streams a week. Our problem wasn't greed, like it was claimed. It was ambition. Ambition that was wearing us too thin to keep up with everything, but it was never enough to take a step back and relax.
Wait, I mean, couldn't it be seen as greed because of the fact that you didn't even take the time out of anything? It's not even ambition anymore. It is greed because if it was ambition, you would actually take the time off. What does that fucking matter? This is such a nothing fucking burger, dude. And the fact that she's trying to be like, it's not greed. It's stupid. It's fine, dude. If you wanna, it's okay to be greedy sometimes. It's fine. You're saying nothing burgers right now. You're just trying to pick and choose what nice word to say. Greed and ambition. You could literally, womp. Ambition is healthy desire for self-improvement and achieving goals for the greater good, driven by the abundance of mindset and internal focus of personal growth. While greed is an excessive, selfish desire of more is needed, fueled by... Yeah, exactly. You could... I don't know. Whatever, nothing burger skip. I'm gonna listen to this and then
We were
move
always
on.
looking ahead, always had to be progressing, and never stopped to appreciate where we were
Nothing
or
burger,
the people
dude.
around us. The money was nice, but it's never been the driving factor for anything we did. It was an indicator of a successful project, event, or merch drop that anyone understood. The majority of what I've made and spent went back into my work or towards the house my dad has been building. I've released a lot of merch, and it's something Red and I have both been passionate about.
Okay.
Coming up with and releasing cool, new merch products is one of the most fun and fulfilling things to work on.
Okay, cool.
And being on new products like a drink flavor or trading card game was super exciting to us. It was always about launching cool things for my community over the money it made. I've turned down merchandise opportunities and many more sponsorship opportunities than I've
Yeah, everybody fucking does that. Literally every fucking buddy does that. Nobody does every single fucking ad that they're like whatever. Everybody fucking does that. Everybody in the fucking world does that because nobody wants to do an ad that they don't want to do. Dude, everybody does that.
ever accepted, only taking on those I really wanted or had a strong interest in.
Yeah, oh my god.
Even though a lot of them were paying very well. Being a greedy, money-hungry person has been falsely projected onto me. It's never been...
I don't care. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I don't care. Dude, you know what? Dude, you are fighting the choir over this shit. This is yap, yap, yap. Nobody gives a fuck about... Dude, I'm sorry, but you are business-minded. You literally only hanged out with people whenever there's a collab. You only were there when it had anything to do with your stream. Literally anything to do with your stream, you were there. It's okay. It's okay. You learn from it and you move on. You were being greedy. You were being money hungry or whatever. It's fine. It's okay. And even if you weren't, dude, it's fine. If you're too business minded or whatever, you are punching shadows right now because, bro, nobody gives a fuck.
all about the money for either of us.
This arc sucks. Chapter 3 sucks.
One instance I may be called out for regarding this was during my Heaven Hound model debut. During my lore video, I had an intermission where my chat needed to fill a goal bar
Oh my god, dude. What is she talking about? My god, she's just making it worse.
on screen with bits to
Nobody's mad at her for being business mindset of actually focusing on her career. You were fucking being mad at because you would put people under the bus because you just wanted, oh my god, because you see people as competitions. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can't.
the video. It was the easiest way for me to implement interactivity into the debut, and my chat having direct involvement by cheering me on was important to the story being shown. The motivation wasn't to have people give me money for the sake of it.
Yes, it was! Okay, no. That is bullshit. You cannot. That's like saying, guys, I'm not doing a subathon because it's not for the money of it, okay? I promise. Get out of here, dude! Get the fuck out of here! Shut up! Guys, the reason why I'm doing a subathon is actually because I just really want to give you guys content. If you really wanted to give content without the money, then you wouldn't actually put the money in it. Period. Okay? If I wanted to do a marathon, I'm so open about it. When I did a subathon, I needed the money. Okay? I spent it too much. And I did a subathon to push out things and content that would be worth even spending on it. You know what I mean? Dude, that's fine. It happens. If nobody wants to donate, then that's hey, nobody wanted to donate. Shit, my bad. You know what I mean? That's just it. But no, that's like saying to Kai Sanat, there's no, dude, you're doing, okay. That's like somebody saying like Kai Cenat is not doing a subathon for money. Like, dude, what are you talking about? Don't try to bullshit your way out of this.
This mindset got myself and my career to where it was, but it took over our lives.
Guys, that really sounds like ambition to me. She's, oh my god, I can't. Even on the Nothing Burger fucking chapter, she made it out to be even worse. I don't know how she does this. I actually don't know how she does this. Like, dude, oh my god. I don't know how she does this. But like, she literally, on the most Nothing Burger chapter, she made herself look like a little fucking victim that is so innocent. Guys, I'm so innocent. I would never, ever, like, do things for money. It's okay, dude. Like, dude, it's okay needing or wanting more money or something. It's okay, dude. Who doesn't, okay? Like, it's fine. You cannot talk to us as if a cheering moment of the debut wasn't for money, okay? It's fine. Maybe you overspent and you overspent too much and you wanted to put more money into savings. It's fine. But it's okay being a little bit greedy, dude. But don't lie about being greedy. Don't lie about it. Don't like try to make... I don't like when people try to like put like motions to me as if I'm fucking stupid. This is like telling me as if I'm fucking stupid, and I did not like that whatsoever. Like, guys, you have to believe me. Dude, guys, it wasn't, whatever, I don't fucking
Unhealthy
care.
degree, leading to the deterioration of our health and relationships with people. Being canceled and away from work gave us the time to address this problem in our personal lives. For example, I have my own dog now who's been keeping...
So there was an issue. So you literally was presenting yourself as a perfect person that would never do anything greedy and whatever. And then suddenly, we worked on it. What was there to work on when you presented yourself to be fucking perfect? Like, since you presented yourself as somebody who wasn't greedy, who only did it for the viewers, and who only did it for the community, what did you work on?
keeping me busy. I've gotten back into cosplay after not working on my Nihilister build for months. I've been trying to lead a healthier lifestyle, and I've been going to the gym regularly. Despite finding it difficult to be motivated about things since April, I've been making changes so I don't fall back into the same unhealthy work mindset I was in.
Oh my god, I can't. I actually can't. This whole thingy actually made me annoyed. Is it just me? Like the way that she does she think that we're stupid? I can't. Dude, shot chicken at tier 1 and you're at news like 2 months. I actually can't. I can't. Whatever. I can't. Okay. Okay, what the fuck? Oh, whatever. It cannot get worse. There's no way.
In my apology, I said, I'm disgusted with myself for buying into the narrative that my friends were competition.
Yeah, you know what? When somebody said that this document was not for people to change their mind, it was for defenders to have fuel to fucking defend herself and their community more. I 100% believe it now. They made it long so that the only people that would read it and actually care about it would be the people that would get baited by the little sympathy thingies and whatever, and to create her own whatever, and was only there so that people that would have watched her anyway would have watched her even more and actually can like defend her. Because like this is ridiculous. Because no, this is actually fucking ridiculous. It's stupid as fuck.
In my apology, I said...
They will, like, did you guys read chapter 4 of the document? No? Okay, then opinion denied. Like, that's literally people right now.
I'm disgusted with myself for buying into the narrative that my friends were competition. I just learned about all this myself, and there could have been so many other friends affected by the narrative that things always had to be competitive. Red always considered everyone our competition, including my friends. I understood and agreed with his reasoning below.
What?
Didn't change anything between my friends and I didn't treat them any differently because of it. The only person I became directly competitive against was Silvervale, and that wasn't right of me.
It's Red's fault again. Classic.
In my apology, I said, I'm disgusted with myself for buying into the narrative that my friends were competition. I just learned about all this myself, and
Red. The content creation sphere is massive, and the VTuber sphere is a fraction of that with its own audience. Everyone is always doing something, launching something, playing something, and it's a constant race of relevancy. Whether you want to look at it that way or not, it's the nature of the industry. Part of the reason why we were always working on new things, releasing bigger things at a faster and faster rate was to stay competitive in the space. In a general sense, everyone was competition. Friends, other VTubers, and other content creators. But at the same time that anyone and everyone could be considered competition, they were also collaborators, co-workers, and partners. The end goal was about staying relevant and in people's minds and making sure our projects could succeed alongside anything going on at any given time, while also topping our own things we've done in the past. At no point was this view ever motivation or an excuse to hurt, take advantage of, or put down creators around us. Especially
Wait,
friends.
what? Isn't that literally
This
what
is
you
a
did?
business,
What?
it's a job, but keeping the business aspect of things in mind didn't affect the way I saw our friendships with people or the way I treated them. They were my friends too, and we both cared about them,
I don't know if I have the
them,
choice.
and helped them out when they needed it.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. As somebody who has ended friendships over them disrespecting me or something like that, I've ended a friendship recently, pretty much. Actually, I need to DM them because I really want to like never talk to them again. And I know that closes an opportunity for me to ever be anywhere near their friends. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't care because I don't need fucking more friends in the streamer sphere. I just need my genuine friends. What I want in my life is genuine friends. And if you're not going to be a genuine friend, I don't care what business aspect it is. I am not sucking the dick of somebody that is annoying the fuck out of me. Like, you know what I mean? I think if you truly wanted to, and if you truly wanted to like just ban people or like stop being friends with somebody in this space, you can do it. You can literally do it. The whole everything else is just an excuse, okay? The Red literally, from what I've seen, is a piece of fucking shit that took everything. I know what they said is like everything is not black and white, right? Everything is not black and white, right? Okay, sure. But you presented yourself to see all VTubers as black and white. It's all competition. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's dumb. And I hate the fact that he's still in the picture because now I just don't even want to hear about it.
I've always had the backs of the people closest to us. The only people I've ever considered as direct competition in the negative sense were people either we had something against or they had or did something against us. And we're working with artists,
So instead of being normal and just ignore them, you decide to be completely try to stop them from growing because you decided that they were competition instead of just being normal and leaving them the fuck alone. Like, I want you to know that this could have been completely gone and not even an issue if they were normal and just left the people that they hated alone. But that would make too much sense. Taresta, thank you so much for the 14 months. Like, what? Girl Machine, thank you 6 months. Like, it's so dumb. This whole thing would have not even happened if they were just fucking normal. And if you don't like somebody, you just block them or you just like never try to like see them ever again. Like, what? Why are you actively trying to ruin people's reputation, like their whole like thing, or like their whole like thing with other people that you can like manipulate, and you're just trying to like, I don't know, dude. It's dumb. Whatever.
important to us. By April 2025,
I'm gonna munch on my
this
food
was
while I
only
watch this.
Silvervale from how she acted towards Sinder for years.
Wow.
Bow after what I thought she did to us and our other friends in December of 2024. But only until sometime after my deal with Nano in January 2025, and potentially soon to be Lily by the way she was treating Sinder, and coincidentally getting a model.
Wow,
from Nano
they're
at the same
naming how
time.
many people
It
already?
was wrong of me to feel this way, especially towards Bow, and I'm sorry.
Wow. That is crazy. It's crazy that it took like them to hate people for like a whole fucking year to decide like maybe hating people is bad. And being addicted to other people's growth is bad as well. Maybe, just maybe, being addicted to people's growth is bad, guys. Ads. Okay, I'm gonna. Guys, what do you guys think of the Ghoul docu so far? A, W, or else? This feels like they read how to apologize WikiHow and didn't take 2 seconds to think how it actually work in the community. It's just a W ambition dummy. You wouldn't get it. True. True, guys. Guys, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get how much ambition I have. You wouldn't get it. The ambition is what caused me to never hang out with people off stream and only go on streams when I can do something about streams and be on other people's streams and people make YouTube videos out of the streams and only streams. And I only want to be there when streams and other people and meeting new people when they stream and only people who are stream. You wouldn't get it. And also, don't forget that because I make cosplays of you guys, I'm such good friends with you. 30 smile art. Thank you so much. It's 6 months. And don't forget, my mom gave you brownies, so you can't be mad at me. I cannot believe you didn't defend me. I gave you guys brownies. That's all. And also, I'm not greedy, even if I put a, guys, I am nowhere near greedy. Even if I only focus on my career and everything of my career and made it so that I'm not greedy because I only did merch because people enjoyed the merch, not because I wanted to earn from the merch. That's not even a +1 for me, guys. That's not even a thing that I would even want. You do know that it's okay to want to earn from your merch, right? Go ahead, agree. Thank you so much for 2 months. It's okay. Also, by the way, don't forget, guys, I'm not greedy because even if I put a cheering moment of my debut where the debut can only continue if you send me money, that was not greedy. It was it was just not greedy. Period. It's just not. I don't get this self-sacrifice. I'm not greedy. I won't want money. Bro, we live in capitalism and just say it. Dude, it's okay to just say it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what would have been so better? Yeah, I was business mindset. I focus on, you know what, if I was her manager, right, and I wanted to have her PR like thingy, I would have said, thank God, by the way, that she doesn't have PR because then you could see her genuine opinion, right? And her genuine opinion is insane. So thank God that she doesn't have it because now we can see what she truly is. But in my opinion, I cannot believe that she did not see that there is no fault in this. And also that just because you did all of this for your friends doesn't mean that you're even a true friend. Just because you showcase and whatever, you let the people that call you a friend defend whether you are a true friend. It's not supposed to be you. It's not supposed to be you because you can't say what other people are experiencing with you. And you even said it yourself. You weren't even there. And you were only there for when there's content involved. And don't forget, she's not greedy. She just wanted money in the debut. Like, it's dumb. It doesn't help the fact that she has a line issue throughout this whole fucking document. She has a line issue. And seeing this made me irritated because, like, she really thinks that we're that stupid to believe in her lies. Maybe it worked for some people that she manipulated or something. Maybe it worked for a few people that she cared for it to work. But this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And this is honestly... Maybe she's one of those people that just believes in her own lies. I can't tell. I genuinely can't even tell. I don't know. Anyway, it just makes her look like a liar even more than she already was. And that's not even a good thing because she was already starting from zero.
Here I want to address the people Red and I hurt that don't have a larger section in this document. Tricky why? My friends Red and I traveled to Japan last year. About a week into our trip around the country, we arrived in Tokyo for the last few days there. Red, Tricky, and I were all talking about
Shit, the
going to
voice is still
Godzilla's-
Brian. It has to be me.
Here, I want to address the people Red and I hurt that don't have a larger section in this document.
Wait, she was hanging out with them though last year. That's not that bad.
Tricky weird. My friends Red and I traveled to Japan last year. About a week into our trip around the country, we arrived in Tokyo for the last few days there. Red, Tricky, and I were all talking about going to the Godzilla store the night we arrived, but other plans left us with no time to go. The next morning, Red and I were up super early and were ready to leave the hotel around 8 or 9 a.m. We waited in our hotel room for about an hour without hearing from Tricky at all because we only had a few days left in Japan.
Is there did Tricky say anything about this? I've never seen a Google Docu from her, so why is she being mentioned? Blank Prime, was she even part of this conversation before? She never said anything? She never said anything? She said it on stream? What did she say? Oh, she cried and talked about it in stream once. What did she say about it on stream? She talked about it in her first stream, first doc in April. Oh, it affected her? Tricky woke up essentially being abandoned. Oh, what? Wait, okay, let me continue this.
And Red and I wanted to make the most of our remaining time. We were around friends all week and didn't have much, if any, time alone together in Japan either. The other half dozen of us there either had their own plans or were still sleeping too. There were other friends staying at the same hotel as Red, Tricky, and I. So instead of waiting around for Tricky to wake up, we selfishly chose to go out into the city and to the Godzilla store without her.
You went in a trip with your friends and just left her in a fucking hotel to let her do your own thing? Oh, that would make me cry. Not to be like sensitive, but that would make me cry. If I was left alone in the hotel and we had plans, I would be so sad. Why didn't they just knock on her door or call her and be like, "Hey, are you gonna be ready soon? We want to go." They could have just talked to her. They could have woke her up. They could have messaged her beforehand, being like, "Hey, man, did she just wake up and then nobody was there?"
By the time Tricky was awake and ready to leave the hotel, Red and I were across the city and didn't.
She didn't know. Oh my god, that's so sad. Oh my god. Dude. Oh, that's so bad. Imagine waking up, getting ready, and then you're gonna hang out with your friends and they left already. And you're in another country, in a fucking other country. Holy shit. Oh man.
Didn't go back to get her. We only met up with her
Guys, but she gave her brownies. Don't forget.
towards the end of the day when everyone reconvened somewhere. Red and I are sorry to Tricky for leaving her behind and hurting her. We've always been there for her, especially when we've traveled together. We didn't think she'd be left completely alone with how many of us were together in Tokyo, but we still should have waited for her instead of going off on our own. She was one of our best friends, and we're both so sorry.
I mean, damn. What do you mean you've always been there for her? You weren't even there for her then. Anyway, fair enough. They apologize, whatever. It's okay. If anyone knows Tricky, this is 10 times worse because she has big trust issues and everyone knows that and they did that. Oh, so there's even more context to that. Jesus. Anyway, I mean, at least they said sorry. That's all you can do after doing something like that, no? Is that you could just literally only just say sorry and move on. There's nothing else you can do after that. After you fucked up like that, the only thing that you could do is wait if ever the person can even accept your apology, and if they don't, then please leave them alone. I hope to God you don't see Tricky as another new competition because she got sad over what you did to her. Fuck, dude. Oh, I feel bad for her.
Cottontail VA. I'm sorry to Cotton for the way I've avoided her and turned down collabs together for a situation that had nothing to do with me. I thought I was being a good friend to someone I was close with, but it was unfair to her to treat her that way. I did not agree with how Red included her name in his deal with Nano, and I wouldn't have let him if I knew about it, regardless of how I felt about her at the time.
What? What is this? I don't remember anymore. It's been too long. What is this referring to? Is it because of like the deal with Nano, meaning like do not do a model with Cottontail? Is that the thing? She uses the word friend so much. Yeah, I could fucking see that. It's annoying me. Cuddle was a competition to Sinder. Wow, God, everybody was a competition to her. Fuck.
Red. It was wrong of me to ask Nano not to work with Cotton. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing, and after hearing about the situation she was involved in, I took it upon myself to do what I thought was right by another friend. Cotton's always been nice to me personally, and she didn't deserve that. I'm sorry.
This would be so much better if they just removed everything of this previous 2-3 chapters and just started with this. This would have been so much better. This would have been so much more like God. If I would have like heard them out. This would have been so much better if they removed the overdue response, removed the redacted, because I don't give a fuck. And honestly, fuck you for even like still working with him after he did all that bullshit that is absolutely unredeemable in my opinion when it was your friends. I don't know, dude. Fuck this. Fuck this. Where was I? I don't remember. Yeah, no, I don't know. Lord of the Rings has 1,000 pages. Dude, what the fuck? Is this even an apology? After all she said previously, it makes this one feel like it's not an apology anymore. That's the problem, man. Because she goes like, guys, I'm not greedy. I'm not this. I'm a good friend. I don't know why people did this to me. You know, I didn't even need to do that. I didn't even need to do this. I didn't even need to do that. But by the way, guys, I am sorry to this following people after doing this thing that I've never, and after I present myself as like a perfect human being that I just have my faults, a little bit of my faults. Oopsies. Oopsie, like, dude.
Who deleted her tweet with her doc.
Also, because of her going so headstrong, don't forget. Wait. Oh my God. Don't forget that because she went so headstrong with like the burden of the proof is on the accuser and not the accused. Like, fuck off. And then you're gonna be like, so sorry now? I don't know.
Nixu deleted her tweet with her document about me. She shouldn't have because she was right. I was going to include it here for reference, but I've left it out because of what she wrote in it. So instead, I've summarized the situation below.
You fuck. She deleted it probably because she wants nothing to do with this anymore. And boo! Leave her alone! Oh my God. Let's leave her alone then. Oh my God, she dragged her back in, bro. Jesus. Second, I don't want any a public relation to this. I didn't want to appear on video similar. I do not want my case being used as an excuse to put more hate into it. I just want to share out, let it out my chest. I'll probably delete it at the end. So, she said this and you're bringing her back into the conversation? I can't.
Nixu, or at Eomaya AF, is an artist that reached out to me via email
Holy
about making artwork in exchange for
shit!
showing it off and giving a shout out to her Patreon on stream. I hadn't seen the email, but she made a tweet laying out her terms, tagging me in it. I messaged her that I was interested. I put her in contact with Red, and he handled things from
Guys, she's such a good friend. She's such a good person. That's the reason why she included somebody that doesn't even want to be in public relation to her little 10,000 page documentary. Okay. And let me, by the way, I didn't do this for anybody else, but let me put your exact fucking at. But guys, don't go hate watching, okay? Don't go spreading hate. Don't do that. I don't want you guys to do that.
there. Through Red, we made our agreement. It wasn't until she had a large portion of the sketch finished when I had changed my mind about our agreement and didn't want to do it anymore. I don't know what was going through my head or what my reason was for this, but I told Red to call it off. Red tried to make it seem like there was miscommunication somewhere to save face for me, but it was really because I was being unprofessional. He talked to me and I agreed to follow through with the art showcase and shout out on my stream. However, I failed to follow Nixu's terms as they were agreed upon. I didn't verbally shout out her Patreon and only showed the link to it that was on her artwork. I also didn't show the censored NSFW version of the art, but that was because I was worried about getting an
I'm skipping this shit. By the way, this is her naming. By the way, this whole chapter was my apology and taking accountability. Yet she diffused accountability like how many fucking times throughout this fucking page. The only time that she actually apologized was when talking to Tricky and Cotton Vale, and this one I don't even fucking know because like this is not included at all. Wow.
Toxic gossip train, chugging down the tracks of misinformation. Toxic gossip train, you got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. So there are lots of rumors being spread about me right now. I was gonna apologize to my friends directly, and well, I betrayed them, and I'm still sticking with the guy who betrayed them, but at the end of the day, it's just business. Also, I want to make one thing very clear. Shy Lily did this. This is all her fault.